You know if we're live.
See. Yep, we're good.
All right,
Yep.
we're live.
hmm
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to another D&D Wildemount Campaign with RSG. Huzzah! We're back. It's Saturday night. It's 8 p.m. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Ranger J 1999. Welcome you guys out there and welcoming to our little D&D stream where we play the Wildemount Campaign for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Glad to have you guys here on a Saturday night. You could be doing whatever you wanted. Instead, you're doing this. And why is this? Oh, it flipped maps on
And
me.
we
I got
love you for it.
hold on.
hmm
Okay. Well, the map switched on me here. Working on some technical stuff. Good old Windows decided to do another update and buttholes reset all my crap. So if we have any little bugs and stuff, we'll work them out as we go along. But you can see everybody's here. We got Finn, we got Johnny M, we got Gara, we got Jasa, we got not Takar, Bad Rongo, we got Grim, and we've got Corinth. Say hello to the fans, everybody.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
fans.
You can see that the names are correlated with their icon of who they are. You should be able to see the Dungeons and Dragons stream and the correlation between everything on the right is for all the roles. You can see the map and where we're at on roll 20 on the left, and you can see all our cameras. You can see the different images of everybody and who they are and who they're playing and stuff. So, yeah, and if you don't know, then it's there. So their names are there listed under the players, so that should be good to go. Um, do we have any announcements, Finn, or anything?
Yeah, just some general
Yeah, let's get
announcements.
some general announcements.
If you guys aren't familiar with this, our Twitch stream is integrated with the D&D Beyond extension.
Ooh.
So if you guys haven't used it yet, when you guys are on your computer, I think there's some issues with the mobile stuff. For those of you guys that have tested last week, but if you're on your computers, there is the D&D Beyond extension. It is an interactive overlay. So as we do things on our character sheets, you guys will actually be able to follow along live. So you'll be able to see what spells we have, our hit points, basically just track our characters using the D&D Beyond extension. It brings up our characters information on the left side of the screen. You can click on the particular characters if you want to see more than hit points and get familiar with all the characters. As Ranger mentioned too, we are continually trying to improve the stream. We just started last week, and you guys, when we watched back and we saw some of the stuff, we knew that it was becoming a little bit harder to read the names. So you can see that we do have the updated graphics here. We have the images of our character type using the D&D symbol on the right side of our squares. And then on the left side is the awesome drawings by Silverbolt. So shout out again to Silverbolt for just awesome artistic
Shout out
work.
to Demogorgon.
so, so shout out to Silverbolt for all the awesome drawings. We also just have our first names listed now instead of the full names. If you want our full names, you can go to our character sheets, so it's available there. And you also see now in the kind of the circle stuff right there, that is going to be our tokens on roll 20 when we need it. Hope maybe this session, maybe not, up to Ranger. But when we use our tokens, you should be able to match it based on what you see on our screens. So using kind of the color and the graphics there, that should help you figure out who is who when we get into combat.
All right.
And yeah,
And shout out
we
to
have a
Demogorgon,
new break
Prince of
video.
Demons.
Got we have a new break video for you guys. Last week, it was a role play session, not really role play session. We were GTA 5 with myself, Grim, and Corinth as we were doing a casino heist as the worst conning smugglers ever, as we quickly realized we are unable to con and we just shoot our way out of things. So it worked out much better that way. And that was our
Idiots.
break video last time. So
Absolute
we'll have
morons.
we have a new one this time, and there's a little bit of a hint as to what this one is going to be. It is a big thanks to all of our viewers. You'll see what it is here, but it is a thank you to all of you guys on our Twitch platform that come out and watch and participate. So shout out to all of you guys. Will be our break video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Yep. And of course, the D&D specific emote on the RSG channel when you are a sub is the F. Because when things go bad, of course, the D20 rolls an F, which is just either an F or F for Finn. So all of that is there when things go bad. And yeah, I think those are all of our announcements before we get started here.
I'm just getting my big bag of dice ready.
Oh, I do want to point out, I'm gonna do this anyways. I want to give a shout out to all of the people here, this group, by the way. They are really getting into their role playing. Johnny freaking got an eye patch. Johnny got an eye patch.
He did.
Jason BM, who plays Alanap, has herself her ranger headband. And of course, our bard, Togar, has himself his alcohol. So I mean, we are all in role playing.
Speaking of alcohol, I need some. It's been a long day of streaming.
Yeah.
On get
Does that
working.
Yeah.
I still have to file them down more, but
So we are getting ready to start here. So hopefully you guys have everything ready. Use the D&D Beyond extension as we go along, and especially if we get into combat, you guys can follow along with that. And otherwise, I'll turn it over to Ranger.
All right, with that, everybody mute your mics. Let's do the intro, and let's start our D&D Wildemount campaign. Like, you have to mute yourself, folks. I can still hear you. Hey, welcome back. All right, let me find some music. We'll recap what happened last week. Let me just hit this.
speaking of music, that intro song Stu did, man.
Yeah, Stu did
So
a great
awesome.
job.
That's such a great intro.
So great.
It's such
So-
a great intro.
So
Okay,
nice.
Okay.
So great. All right. How come the music's not playing? Son of a. Kill you. All right. Music. Okay, there we go. And Roll20 took its own sweet ass time as it decided on what was proper, on what it wanted to do when to play the music. So when we last left our adventurers, they had met up through various means through this tavern and this map and this situation. They had been sent. Some had been sent to get a map, some had the map, some were just there and they just happened to have happenstance to be there. Ended up at the temple of the Raven Queen. There at the temple, various things happened, and through introductions and things of that nature, the group was finally formed and hired by the temple matron herself. She's basically hired the heroes to go on any quest to find out what's going on in a certain town in the north. And so our heroes, after a long sleep, some did not get sleep, some were being punished for failing the previous night to not acquire the map, and have a point of exhaustion. But we've just finished breakfast. They've just been hired to go to this town, and yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So it's early in the morning, and the town is, and I'm going blank here. I'm sorry, Hupperduke sorry, I couldn't think of it. I was thinking Humperdinck. No, it's Humperduke. To go on a quest to find out something.
Wrong franchise.
Yeah, and to find out some information and see what's going on. There's been some kind of reports of some things happening there, but they're not sure because it is the Temple of the Raven Queen. It's not directly tied with the government of the Dwendalian Empire. So there we go. All right. That being said, our heroes, some who were punished for not failing to get the map at the point of exhaustion, some are feeling great. We also learned last round that Reed, the concept of sandwiches were introduced. So there we go.
It was amazing.
Very intricately and awesomely.
Yep. So
who doesn't like a good sandwich?
there you go. All right. So it's first thing in the morning. You guys have just been given your mission and what you're planning to do. To head to Hupperduke. You'll get 50 gold for going there. See what's going on. React to anything that's happening. Make sure that the war engine of the Dwendalian Empire is not messed with. Mainly because the High Priestess said basically, hey, I don't want any problems there because we have some people that are big donators to the church basically that have investments there. And so you guys are going there to find out, make sure everything's working. You're supposed to spend 2 weeks there and then come back if nothing else is going on. So that's pretty much where you at. So first thing in the morning, you guys have had breakfast. You talked to Satal. And you guys now, it's first thing in the morning. You guys are free to do whatever you want. What are you guys doing? What's happening?
Before we go, I need to get some supplies. Are you all from around here? I am new to Zadash.
I do not know my way around the dash either.
I've been here once or twice, but I wouldn't say I'm a native.
Well, Alanath and me have been here for a few days, so Ranger, would we know stores and such?
Oh, you guys have been there for a while, so I mean, certain people would know.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
like, really, we just stay around the temple all the time, so.
I mean, but you guys do venture out into the city, so I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to make a roll to see if you remember. I mean, certain things is not hard. You know where to go shopping and things of
Well,
that
let me
nature.
think here. If I could find it on my damn character sheet. Aha. I don't know where anything is.
Yeah, Drum, you are basically, they ask you the question, you're like, what?
Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. I'm at disadvantage.
That's right. Yeah, remember, all rolls, if you have disadvantage, this could get worse. No, it was better, but it's still worse.
It would have been better if I would have rolled a 1, because then I would have been like, oh, I'm too tired to fucking care.
All right, I'm going for it. Let's see.
What are you trying to find? What are you trying to locate? What are you looking for?
Just when Balon asks, these are the supplies I need, I'm going to know where to go get them.
What specifically
the
are you
proper
looking
store.
for?
I am looking for a bookstore, a library.
Are you looking for a library or are you looking for a bookstore? Be more
Bookstore.
specific. Okay,
Bookstore.
so there are bookstores in, you know this, that if you're looking for any supplies, you would go to the Penta Market. Togar.
So which what market?
The Penta Market.
Pet market?
Penta,
All right.
P-E-N-T-A Market.
Penta. Penta market.
That's just like a general store type thing.
It's kind of like the bazaar. It's where you can go to find anything, right? So,
Well, kids, my supplies.
So you kind of know that
In the
Penta Market
Penta
is
Market.
kind of like the heart of Converse. It rests at the junction of the city's 5 main roads that go throughout the city, and you can find all manner of guild shops, businesses, some lodging. It's a little bit upper tier lodging from where you're at right now, but it's like, still working people's lodging, but better. It's also where they have a lot of festivals. There's always a lot of stuff happening in the streets and music and games and yeah. So yeah, that's what you know about the Penta Market so far.
So I gotta say, I've recently come up on a bit of gold, a little bit of coin. I need to get some supplies before we go to. Let's head over to the Penta Markets and pick up our stuffs.
Okay.
That works for me.
Who's going to the Penta Market then?
I'll go on over with you.
Right, I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm gonna go take a nap.
You're gonna go take a nap. So
We can get you before we leave, Dromzel.
Okay, Dromzel, you're gonna take a nap or get some rest.
Yeah. Somebody wake me up before we get ready to leave, please.
Jeez.
I will also.
Hey, sorry, I'm not gonna be walking around. I'll be useless for being at a disadvantage all the time.
And we will have the kitchens prepare our packs before we go.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ashari, are you staying back or are you going to?
Yeah, I will stay back as well.
Okay.
We will sleep, and I will talk to the kitchen and have them prep sandwiches for us.
All right. All right. So who's give me a list of who's all going to the Penta Market.
Me,
Balin is
Balin, Adeline, Reed,
Okay. What about
Alaneth.
Yeah, Alaneth, what are you doing?
You're on mute. She is yelling her ass off at us. You're on mute, by the
still on
way.
mute, still on mute.
Jason.
I shall go, but follow behind, walking a little slowly.
All right, so you're gonna follow your homie Takar. Okay. Who wants to try to? I mean, so who wants to make the survival check to try to find your way to the city? It's a big city.
Hagar, it seems like you know the way.
Takar,
Maybe you should
you've been volunteered. Make a survival check.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you find it. It's not that hard. You remember. It's not that. It was an easy DC. I just wanted to see if you rolled a 1 and like, yeah, I know where I'm going, and you guys end up in the trash fires and get arrested. Yeah, it's real simple. It's. I mean, just coming out of the tavern you're in, you just go up a street and then you're on one of the main streets, the 5 streets that go to the center of this place. When you get there, you see this bustling, incredible, like, just businesses. It's early in the morning. People are selling the wares. You hear stuff all the time being said everywhere. So, yeah, where do you guys want to go shopping? Why is this music being...
I will keep my eyes out for any bookstore that I see along the way.
Okay.
I'm looking for a book or some kind of caster's store as well.
All right, where do you want to start first? Do you want to start at the bookstore or do you want to start at a caster's bookstore?
A caster's bookstore.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the right music.
Hagar is leading, so I will follow him.
I got the money, bitch.
Just to clarify, Ranger, we did get the 50 gold, right? So we have the 50 gold from...
You were paid 50 up
when we
front.
left.
Yes, so you
Okay,
all have
got it.
50 gold in your inventory at the moment.
Okay.
Togar has more.
So,
Togar has more.
Light.
Togar, how are you gonna just kind of look for one? I mean, you know where the Penta Market is, but you haven't really been here shopping. So, do you want to just kind of see if you can spot something? Do you want to ask somebody?
Yeah, can I see anything?
See all kinds of stuff. Make a perception check. It's crazy, all the different colors and banners and guild signs, and I mean, this is a huge area. You don't necessarily see a bookstore right off the case. I mean, you're just kind of again, overwhelmed just by the mystique and size of the Penta Market.
Well, I don't see anything. I'd say let's just throw Wee Man in the air and See if he can spot one.
Maybe we could just ask somebody instead of throwing somebody.
Yeah, I'd greatly prefer that.
I'm gonna look to see if I can see somebody.
Tons of
kinda
people.
walking
You just
by.
want to ask somebody? Okay, you see an older gentleman like, hey, yeah, what you want there, youngster?
Excuse me, I am not
Eh?
from around here.
I
I am looking
can
for
see
a
that,
bookstore.
A bookstore. What kind of books are you looking for there?
Just standard learning books. Things maybe to learn alchemy and those kind of things.
Oh,
History.
you want magic books?
If that's all there is, that is fine.
Well, there's books you can just get, like your reading kind of books, but if you want magical stuff, the only place that I know of, he starts thinking about it for a second, is, give me a second.
Excuse me.
And the Invulnerable Vagrant. They sell all that magical stuff you might be looking for there, youngster.
Okay. And you said there are some regular bookstores as well.
Hey, you have to walk around. I don't really know any of those. Not a book reader myself.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, thank you very much, kind sir.
Ah, you're welcome. He walks off.
And what was your name?
I didn't give it.
Okay. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Fallon found the one, like, pirate redneck in the town to ask for a magical bookstore.
Sometimes asking is better than throwing a halfling in the air.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Can I find someone who looks a little more educated?
You find
Yes.
there's a gentleman walking with some books in his hand. He looks like he might be educated.
I'm gonna ask.
All right.
Sir, looking for some books.
He kind
which
of
I
this guy
can
kind of backs up for a second.
buy it.
It's like, yes,
You look like a fine, educated man.
yes, I am. How can I help you?
Where could some out-of-towners like ourselves maybe find a literature on the casting of magic and spells?
Oh, you would like a magic store?
Yes, sir.
The
yes.
Invulnerable Vagrant sells all kinds of magic. It's here in the Pent Market. It's right over there. Just go. He looks at you
Amazing.
kind-
Thank you so much.
He just walks away like, please don't talk to me.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can spot children.
I could have thrown you in the air.
I can make a perception check for me.
That's a 10.
I mean, yeah, you see children everywhere, mainly going with their parents and stuff, walking here and there. You don't see anybody, I mean, running here and there, but I mean, I don't know what specifically you're looking for.
I want to see if maybe there's a group of 5 or 6 of the kids by themselves. I want to just go walking over and say, "Excuse me."
You do see a group of kids, and they stop, and one of them, who seems like he's the older of the group, like between like ages of 8 and 10, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
I was hoping maybe you could tell me where I could find a store that might sell like books for kids around your age. My niece, she loves to read and she loves to write.
Oh yeah, you need.
And I told her when I was coming to the city that maybe I could pick her up a couple of books and maybe some things to write
I
on.
might be able to remember.
Oh, all right. I'll pull out a gold out of my pocket, sort of spin
You
it
see all
around
the
my
other
fingers.
kids go, and he just gives them this look, and they shut up real quick. All right. There's Layla's bookstore. It's the only one I know around here. He just holds out his hand.
Whereabout is it?
It's right over around there on the other side of the Panda Market.
Okay.
Keeps his hand
Now.
out.
What's your father do for a living?
Kind of looks at you strange. My father?
I look at him strange.
I'm not telling you that.
I'll take the gold, I'll flip it up in the air. I'll say, well, do yourself a favor. Go and buy your parents something good for raising such a good boy. I'll walk off from him.
He catches it. The other kids are going, "Oh! Go hauling ass, you don't know where. You think maybe candy is in their future.
As Reed walks back into his panel white van. White panel van, sorry.
I found out where there's a little bookstore. Regular books.
What did I say? Sorry, I just... Layla's? Yeah.
Layla's bookstore. About a block away, you said.
It's in the pen market. You can find it. If you point into the general direction.
Okay. If that's closer, let's go there first, and then we can go to the invulnerable vagrant, since that's on the other side.
All right, so you guys head to Layla's bookstore. So you walk into there, you hear a little ding, 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 and you see books stacked. You walk into the store. It's a good size. It's one story, but it's high ceilings, and there's books going a ways back, and books everywhere. There's tables with books, and you see this lady with gray, curly blonde hair, kind of pulled back at a bun, but kind of in her face. She's got these giant spectacles on. And she's like, welcome to Layla's. Go around, look for whatever you need. There's lots of stuff here. Go ahead. She seems to be doing stuff in her book and stuff. Not paying any
I'm gonna
attention.
start I'm gonna start looking around. I'm looking for 2 books in particular, and there are kind of like just regular, kind of like dummies. One is basically the equivalent of alchemy for dummies, and another one is longswords for dummies, effectively.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Yep. With, of course, disadvantage. So, yeah.
A crap guide to alchemy.
Pretty much, yeah. 11?
Nope, don't find anything.
Okay.
A lot of books here.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of stuff.
So I'll spend like 5-10 minutes looking, and then afterwards, I don't know what everyone else is doing. I'll probably go up to Layla.
Well, in that 5 to 10 minutes, what are you guys doing? Everyone's just kind of sitting, looking at books? Or you guys, who went inside the store, first of all? Just Balin went in, or did everybody else follow him in? Or
I went in with him.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys? Waiting outside, or?
I'm inside.
Takar's inside, okay.
I'll wait outside and
okay.
Spark up my pipe.
Okay, smoke your pipe outside. What about you, Elena?
Outside.
Okay. Takar, Reed, see lots of books. Any interest in this, or you're just kind of just bored?
And anything in particular hanging up that looks fun or interesting?
Make an investigation check.
That's a 28 with a natural.
What are you looking for? You can find whatever you like.
I'd like to see if I could find, first and foremost, a blank notebook. Just something I could take notes myself.
You do find that there are some blank notebooks, books just to write notes in. That's easy enough to find. What else?
Some pencils to go with it.
There are some pencils. Easy, they're set there. It's like a L desk area. She's on one side, and there's a bunch of stuff on the counter, like that notebooks and pencils and ink and pens. So yeah, you find that stuff pretty easily.
And I think on top of that, maybe just like a basic like atlas, just fun facts of towns and country.
Okay, you actually, because you rolled a natural 20, you do find you're looking and you see in the stack of books, you look and you're like, oh, you pull it out, and sure enough, it doesn't have maps, but it has a listing. It's about 5 years old, but it does have a listing of the entire Dwendalian Empire, a list of cities and trade and other things like that in there. So you have some basic stuff in there, and it talks about the history, brief history, nothing in depth, but just families, names, things of that nature. Nothing of significance, but it's a small little book, but it's got some good stuff for information. So you have the basics idea. So if you go to one of the cities in the Dwendalian Empire, you can actually just look it up and read it and have a basic gist of like trade and maybe stuff like that you may want to know.
Very cool.
All right, Balin, you go up to Layla.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she looks up. Yes, how can I be of assistance to you, sir?
I am looking for kind of a basic learning book about alchemy.
Okay. Why?
I was not able to find it because I would like to kind of dabble It
Why?
is an interest of mine
Why?
because I would like to practice and learn
For what purpose, sweetie?
to learn to make potions.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? You just give me these general ideas. I mean, you have to be specific when you're looking for books.
Oh, my apologies.
Well, no apologies needed. Just be more specific. She goes rummaging shit. So I'll be right back. And she goes running to the other side of the store, and she comes back with this book of basic alchemy, and she puts in front of you. It's like, this is the only one I really would recommend. Does your basic potions and brews and things of that nature, but this is a really good one. I highly recommend it.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a couple more, maybe, if you could help me.
Sir.
Do you have a book about learning how to use a longsword?
She just gives you this blank stare. Why?
Because I would like to learn to use a longsword.
She looks at your weaponry and then looks back at you. But why?
It has just been a dream of mine.
But why?
It is hard to explain why it is a dream.
Well, why didn't you just say that in the beginning? No, we don't have any of those kind of books around here.
Oh.
You should see a knight. I've heard they're great for training with swords.
I will try to take you up on that and find a knight.
Get a good wooden sword, and they'll train you with it. I see them training with those swords and stuff all the time, with all the soldiers and the guards and everything. So, yeah. But there's no books on that. I mean, we have books of people using swords, but those are stories, and that's all we have.
Okay. That is appreciated. And then my last request is, do you have a book about Hupperduke?
On who?
On Hupperduke. It is a city up to the northeast from here.
We did have an atlas about some of the cities here. She goes looking over for it, and then she looks over at Reed. Oh, he found it! There, he's got one for you.
Oh, very nicely done, Reed. You saved me some time there. Okay. Well, then just this alchemy book.
All right. And then, is this all together, or are you guys separate?
Separate, please.
All right. The cost of your book will be... She looks at it. A silver and 2 coppers, please.
Okay. And I'll hand her over 2 silver.
All right. And here's your change.
Oh, please keep it. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Your patronage is very much appreciated. And it says, and you, sir, are you buying that book as well?
Yeah, I'll take the atlas and this notebook and a handful of pencils.
All right, let me just get your tally there. And she looks around and she says, okay, carry the 7 times 3 to the third power of 5. That'll be 2 silver and 4 copper, please.
No problem. There you go.
All right, thank you very much for your patronage. Very much appreciated. If you ever need any more books, I've got a whole slew of them on all kinds of things. And she kind of leans over to you, Reed. I even have some of the more risque variety, if you know what I mean.
Oh, stuff on the banned books list.
Shh. To just say they're of a very unique natures.
Where have you got them?
Shh! I don't have anything, I'm just saying.
Dude, Chris Hansen's about to walk out of a curtain. He's gonna bust Reed.
So just keep that in mind for next time, alright?
Yeah. You should probably look to not tell people at random.
Listen, I know who the underworld peoples are, and you look like one of the underworld peoples that would like some starts with an S word books.
Did I hear any of this?
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
Motherfucker, yeah!
Yeah, you heard it.
Wondering the same.
You're outside, you can't. So yeah, you hear that little. I mean, you rolled pretty good, so yeah, you hear that little whisper.
All right, I wanna come up and very charismatically talk to what's her name? Lucy?
The name is Layla.
Layla. Oh my god.
Madam
that's a
Layla
pretty
to
name.
you, there, snaky boy.
Madam Layla. I heard you had some books behind the counter.
Shh! I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, ma'am. Please, I'm just looking for a couple books on spells. Maybe spells
I
that deal
don't
with
sell those kind of books here. I'm not
space.
that kind of girl.
And then what kind of books were you telling my halfling best friend
I don't know what
about?
you're talking about. First of all, it's very rude to listen to other people's conversation. You're a dick.
I have ears of an angel, ma'am.
They look like
Almost as
demon
good
ears
as your
to me.
face.
I've seen pictures of the angel's ears, and they look very human. Yours are not.
Oh, don't I get to at least roll a charisma check on this lady?
Yeah, you can try. Let's see.
Let's see. Come on.
Your place of business. Okay.
How about a no, not deception. Just
You're not
straight
trying to
charisma.
deceive her, just charisma.
Right.
You're trying to be smoothie charmy. Yeah, it doesn't work on her.
All right, halfling, get the goods on the good books.
Shh. She leans over to you, Reed. I don't like your friend. He's giving away all. He's gonna get us in trouble.
All right, let me throw 5 gold at her and say sorry.
Oh, she goes. She puts it slowly behind her. She's like, 1 second, please. Goes to the front of the store, locks the door, and goes running back over there. She's like, okay, now I see you're serious. What the hell do you want? I got everything.
Specifically, spells dealing on.
I don't have the spells book. I'm talking about smut, dumbass.
Smut. Ah, God.
Yeah, she's talking about the books that have been specifically banned.
All right, well, get the halfling whatever he wants on me.
I have no interest in any of that.
What, you don't want like mustard porn or something?
No, that's
What's
weird.
porn? I'm talking about smut.
Mustard smut? Sorry. A
Smut.
little bit of mayo on some bread. All right, give me the best.
Yeah,
smut
you're a
book
dick.
you have.
Let me talk to the Reed person. Mr. Reed, I have a very nice selection. You say you're not interested, but I could give you a book because your friend just gave me 5 gold, so I can just be open about it.
I have no desire for any of that myself.
Just
I
take the
think
book.
that perhaps the best thing that you should do is treat his 5 gold as a donation.
All right.
Don't go telling people you have those books.
Look, I know certain people's, and I can tell from this looking at them their backgrounds. I am kind of a magic user myself too, and so I got a good vibe, and I figured it might be something you might want to purchase.
Get the book, or I'm going to shove you up Dromzel's Romzel when we get back to
Oh,
the.
for God's sakes, Mr. Snaky Pants, will you shut up? Look, okay, Mr. Wannabe dragon thing. Come here. What book do you want on smutty books? I don't have anything on spells. If you say spells, I'm going to cast Fireball on you.
I'm still in the store at this point, right?
Yeah,
Hearing all of
you're
this?
hearing all this. Balin, you're right there.
All right, Balin, what's the best smutty book that we could get?
Maybe you have another book with information that might prove helpful.
You guys are boring. Jesus.
I'm sorry. Do you happen to have a book giving some information about the Cerberus Assembly?
Oh, sure. I just carry those in stock because, the service just lets all their information be known.
I don't know. You have banned books here, so it's hard to tell.
Shh. I don't like
There's
you. I
nobody
don't
else
like
here.
him
You lock
either.
the door.
Hearing that, I'll just walk over to Bal and say, "You're not going to find books on that."
Have you heard of
No.
Durgan smut? Can I get a Durgan smut
Just.
book?
Bad wrong, you pushing
Okay.
it.
Okay. All right. Oh, I didn't know that. Are they that secretive?
Yeah, let's put it lightly.
Oh. Okay.
Can I ask Reed if anything could be worth something that we could sell later on? Like we pick
I'm
up a
gonna
book here, we sell
look
it down the road.
for.
As far as a smut book, no, they're
Yeah.
banned in the Empire.
Ah,
She's like, okay, just here. Just She just
Maybe
hands
you have a book on. Do you have supplies here? Painting supplies?
Come on, book of her choice.
She just looks at you. I have ink and pencils. You can draw
Can I
with
get
those.
some ink?
Yes.
How about I get some ink?
She just gives you
for
some
that?
ink because she just gave her 5 gold. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I'll
Okay.
just- yeah, there you go,
I'll just
right
get
there.
different color inks. Okay.
I only have the black inks.
Just black inks. I'll take 3 vials.
There you
Black
go. 3 vials
Okay.
of black ink for 5 gold. You guys are stupid.
And the book of your choice. I trust your judgment.
She just hands one over to you. Here, just take this and start with this, and then you come back to me, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Awesome.
I look at Reed. How did we lose 40 gold to this guy?
Don't know. I'm still constantly amazed at that myself. And when you say we lost 40 gold, remember, that wasn't me.
It wasn't you. I'm aware.
That's you lost 40 gold.
I did not know what we were doing there. They didn't tell me.
That played out itself, yeah.
Yeah. The other 2 are sleeping. I'm glad they're not here. They might have drove themselves into a farther depression.
Hell, they might have given him more.
That's true. Okay.
All right,
Now we
well,
know.
All right, I'll just take this one. You can read it if you like it, and come back, and I'll get you some more.
All right. Let's grab it. Let's go on to the spellcaster bookstore. What do you guys think?
That sounds like
Okay.
a plan.
All right, thanks for visiting. Let me unlock the door for you. She goes over and clicks. Thanks for being a patronage. You guys are great buying regular stuff, and then she shoos you out.
As we walk out, I will go in the first page of the notebook. I'll write down the name of this store
Okay, you can do
and
that.
put a little X next to it.
Okay.
3 of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys, Alanos, Hadlin, you guys see these guys come out. It looks like they purchased some supplies. A little bag with some stuff in it. Looks like they got some items from the store. What are you guys, you Fab 5 doing now?
I'm gonna hand my new smut book to Alaneth and just ask her to hold that for me, babes. Yeah.
Do you look at the book, or do you just put it in your bag, Alanos?
Oh, I just put it in my bag. Can I walk into the store?
Yeah, you can. So as soon as you give her the book, she immediately goes right into the store. Okay, Alanos, you walk to the store, and you see this lady. She's writing stuff. Says, "Hi, welcome to Layla's. Check out whatever you like. Yeah, great, go." And she keeps writing.
I was wondering if you take used books back at the store, and I was wondering if you happen to have anything here topographical, like the lay of the land, yeah?
We just sold one of those. You just missed a bunch of gentlemen. You probably go mug them. They just left the store like just a second ago.
Well, yes. And so I actually was wondering what other items you sell here.
She kind of looks around. She kind of goes like this. What kind of items are you looking for there, sweetie?
I was thinking about, well, I need some connections with some weaponry.
Look, what is with this today? It's a bookstore. We don't do weapons here or magic. What is up with people today?
You have a book on the type of weaponry used in the area, or military history.
Military history. That's actually not a bad. That's not a. She goes and looks real quick, and she comes back. It's like, yes, I happen to have one right here. It's just a brief history of some of the battles and things like that. But we sure do right here. And you see on the book says battles of the battles of the Dwindlian Empire.
Yes.
So yes, right here.
I'm very interested in that potentially.
Okay.
Would you be willing to take this book back?
She just looks at
And
she looks at you. She's like, and she just closes her eyes. Like, just leave. Just leave now. Just leave the store. Just
No
shame.
offense. I meant
Shame.
no.
Shame on you, and tell your buddy that I gave that book in good conscience, and I've been betrayed deeply here.
May I keep the book and offer you some money?
Well, that's how that works. This is the book right here that you want to purchase. You can purchase the book and get that one out. Just trying to put it in your bag. Put that away.
I shall put it away and keep it hidden away. May I have the book?
Well, yes, if you pay me for it, yes, you can have as many books as you like if you pay for them.
How much would this book in particular
It would be 2 silver and 8 copper.
I will take it.
And she give her the money. She gives it. There you go.
And in regards to the people you associate with, do you know anyone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's very disappointing.
I don't know what you mean by associate. You mean like my friends?
Yes. Do you have personal friends or anyone in the trade industry?
You're being awfully personal. I just met you. Do you just go around asking random people like hey, do you have friends?
Yes.
All right, listen, that's not a good way to introduce yourself around here. 1, you're going to start a fight, or 2, you're going to get stabbed. I can tell that you're not from the Dash.
Why no?
The elven ears kind of give it away. So, just friendly advice, don't say that to people.
Advice well taken.
But yes, I have lots of friends. They like me.
Rightfully so, I'm sure.
Can I help you with anything else? I'm kind of busy.
Yes, I will see you later. Thank you for...
Yes, and tell your friend that if... he's on my shit list.
I shall relay the message.
Thank you. And then she just like opens the door for you. Thanks for purchasing regular stuff. Get the out.
How rude.
Slams the door behind you.
Oy vey.
Oh, did you pick up anything you wanted there, Olive?
You see that she's purchased the book, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't in there with her. I don't know.
Yeah, no, she's in her hand. You can see that she's got a new book.
I actually, Reed, was wondering if you would hold on to this book for me.
Oh, what book is it?
It is a book about just the history of the wars in the land.
Oh, yeah, okay. I should have a little bit more room in my pack.
All right. Anything else at Layla's before we move on?
Before she comes out, while she's in there, can I have a quick conversation?
Yes.
It'll probably be with Reed. So you seem to have an idea of things around here. I was looking for a book about learning how to use a longsword, but she said you have to actually learn it, like actually practice.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the general idea. If you're learning to use a weapon, it's not really easy to learn it from a book. I mean, you can learn basic stances, but really, Hadlin's expert with every one of them.
Oh.
You may want to apprentice.
Yeah, if you...
Do you think Hadlin...
Oh, you're not...
Yeah, we're outside. This is outside, so you would
I'm
hear.
standing next to you.
Yes, okay. Oh, Hadlin, you know how to use a longsword?
Well, I don't frequently use it, but yes.
First of all,
Axes are better.
Finn, your class, does it allow for that kind of weaponry to be learned?
It doesn't prevent it. It's not proficiency, but it doesn't stop me from gaining the proficiency, because you can get it through feats and stuff, so I don't see a reason why.
True.
There's nothing that prevents me, and there are certain things that
There's
give me...
going to be a long path on this one.
Oh, I know. I know that I talked to you about that, so yeah.
I was just thinking about that since you just mentioned. I was like, wait a minute. Don't you have to
no.
have
This is
basic
expected
weapon?
to be long.
Okay, go ahead. Continue this conversation.
Would you be willing to help me learn how to use a longsword, Hadlin?
Suppose. We're going to be traveling together for a while.
Oh, well, that would be excellent. What do I need in order to prepare?
What do you mean, what do you need? You and a sword.
Does it have to be an actual sword? Or could it be kind of a similar sword?
Take your pick.
I will, as he says this, I will take my right hand and kind of touch the ground. The ground, I imagine, is kind of like just dirt and rocks and stuff.
No.
What is the ground here?
It's cobblestone cemented.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it's like actually like
It's a street.
constructed
Yes.
stone. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Okay. I will look for a longsword. Somewhere here. I think we'll need to find a blacksmith. I can do that. Okay.
All right.
I will get that for preparations, and then you can tell me what I need to do.
Well, I can go to the blacksmith shop with you. I can at least tell you if they're giving you a good price and not running you in a circle and taking your money if you'd like.
Oh, that would be great. I'm not feeling up to my normal self after not getting full sleep, so that would definitely be appreciated.
I look at the rest of the group kind of at the same time and I say, yeah, I'm wondering if I might need to help other people out. This group is kind of confusing to me. We might end up beaten or mugged or broke by the end of the week.
I can see Finn's character practicing with the longsword. You swing it like this, right?
That's pretty much what it's gonna be.
Holding it up over his head and falling backwards.
Okay. So while Alnath is finishing in there, I'm going to can I do a perception or something to see if there's a blacksmith in the general area?
Yeah, make a perception.
Okay. And then if not, I'm gonna ask somebody. So. 8.
Yeah, too much noise, too much. You're just not used to the. You've never been here, so it's just hard to pinpoint. You know, like if you can find something. So not initially, no. I'm sure if you walk around, you'll find some. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find a blacksmith if you walk around here. It seems like you've got everything under the sun here.
Okay. So then I'll wait for Alnath and then. Okay.
All right, Alnath is now out, so she's got her book. You guys are back together. What do you guys do next?
Or to the spellcaster store?
Well, I hit that invulnerable vagrant first, I suppose.
Yes. If we see a blacksmith along the way, I may need to stop there.
Oh yeah, no problem. I wouldn't mind seeing what they have, just for kicks.
Me as well.
Okay.
All right. You can see a blacksmith along the way.
Somebody else that isn't exhausted, please do a perception to look for the blacksmith.
Well, you guys do see the invulnerable vagrant. It's on the corner. You see there's people outside, and it's a green building. I can actually do a picture of it for you. Here, give me a second. Of course, I'll have to move everybody there. And oh boy, it's...
Finn has to control himself now. Just saying.
I just have the image. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. All right, you see this building right there in roll 20.
Oh, look, Reed, a child.
You notice that's not actually who's out there. I'm just saying that's what the building looks like. This is just for context. All right, so you see guys, who's going inside?
I'll go in.
I think we'll all go in, shouldn't we?
Yep.
I will go in and wait by the door.
All right, you walk in and you see the store's empty. You see all kinds of magical stuff. You see it's a 2-story building, but the second it's open enough where the second story has got like a ladder that's got stuff behind this U-shaped desk counter, and you see a guy, a furbog, who turns around and is like, "Well, hello there. How can I be of assistance today?"
Okay, Finn has to control himself.
You're looking a little sheepish there, buddy. Can I help you? I am Pumont Sol. And you see another one turn around. I am also Pumont Sol. I am well as Pumont Sol. How can we be of assistance today there? There's a whole group of you.
There are also a whole group of you.
Well, yeah, that's the way it works here.
Are you all triplets.
Well, we're kind of a magical concoction of the Pumatho Prime, but we all operate independently, but with the same purpose. And
Do we sell blacksmith and blacksmith accessories?
well, I'm afraid we don't do that there. We do sell magical items, but we don't sell, just basic weapons and stuff here. You'd have to go to a blacksmith to find that. And there's plenty of those outside in the Pinna Market. You'd find those pretty easily. What can we do you for today? We have all kinds of magical items and things of a magical nature that we can sell you. Looks like there's a lot of different races here. Boy, it's a nice little adventure party you got there.
I apologize. I do
Oh,
not
no
mean to
apology
dwell,
needed.
But you said spelled. You said Pumatso Prime. Are you
he's
all
not
magical?
Well, it's a long story. Just to say we are all Pumatso, but Pumatso Prime is our main employer, and he's currently not in right now. So how can we be of assistance to you?
I was hoping you may help me with this, and I take out the Book of Alchemy, and I'm gonna look for the page that talks about creating kind of a healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
And I am looking to try and make this potion. Do you happen to have the supplies?
Which potion are you looking to make there? The healing potion?
The healing potion.
All right, we do make those here. The ingredients themselves we don't normally sell because you probably want to go to like an alchemist or somebody like that to get the supplies, because we keep those supplies for ourselves to make the healing potions here.
Oh. How much do you sell your potions for?
Give me a moment and I'll tell you. I've got the wrong book open, so I have to go to open another one. Hang on there, buddy.
Finn is really trying to control himself with the muscle.
Somebody flip a coin with this man and tell him that everything's on the line for it.
I told Ranger beforehand,
everything.
when we came across Pumatso, I have to control myself to not just sit in his store the entire time and watch it. Like the greatest store ever. Alright.
Hold
Trying to
on.
make sure.
I have to pull out the...
Yep.
I had it, but it looks like my bookmark disappeared. I'm like, shit. Why is this thing stupid? I should have what I need in the beginning and... Okay, give me a second. Jesus, it's really far back there.
While he's looking, I'll turn to Togar and say, what kind of magical things are you looking for? He seems to be going through his books right now. Maybe he can find what you need.
Oh, I'm looking for things that could change time, man. Make stuff heavy.
That sounds interesting.
Do you speak common there? Some of the things you just said don't make sense.
I'm not sure I fully understand what he's saying either.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I'm a
Yeah.
musician. I want to spend time. I want to create.
Well, we have your
gravity.
basic healing potions. He says, I'm sorry about that. It took me a moment to find them. And, well, we've got those. We've got about 4 of them in store right now. That's going to run you about 25 to 30 gold a pop right there. Actually, look at the price. 28 gold and 6 silver a piece.
Okay.
Well, times being what they are with the beginning, with warfare maybe around the corner, we've been hit up pretty hard. It's the needs of the Dwindlian Empire are kind of priority, but we do keep some in stock just for venturing parties like yourself that might want some.
And how much do they heal?
That's going to be that's the basic one. I think it's 1d4 plus 4.
I think that's right.
Whatever one the basic is 1d4 plus 4, I think.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, so yeah, it's the basic one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to do a little bit of healing there for you when you get some boo-boos there on you.
I will take one.
All right. That's going to be 28 gold and 6 silver. Pumont Soul 2, can you get that healing potion for our young lad here? Yep, I'm right on it. He goes back in the back and grabs one and comes back. There you go. Thank you, Pumont Soul 2.
I'll look at the rest of the group. Does anybody else want to get anything else before I pay?
I'll go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just wondering if there was any type of poison.
Poison. Now, we don't sell that kind of here. That's a kind of a banned substance. They're young. A half elf. Oh, haven't seen one of you in a bit, but welcome. But yeah, that's more of an illegal item that we don't carry in the store, basically because we're not in the art of murdering people.
Very nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I didn't quite your name there, little lady.
My name is you may call me Ali.
Well, Ali, you can call me Pumont Soul.
Can you give me an overview of exactly what type of potions you sell?
Well, you said potions?
Yes. What exactly are you selling?
Well, we have all kinds of potions that can do all kinds of stuff for you. We have magical items, and we can enchant items and armor and weapons here. We sell some of those. We also have all kinds of stuff for like making spells, like ink, magical ink and paper, and all kinds of supplies for the arcane abilities. That's mainly what we focus on. So potions and enchanting and things of that nature.
May I? Would you be willing to take this money and allow one of my fellow partners to purchase something else?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a strange request. It depends on what kind of item you're looking for. You don't have to give us money to do that. But basically, the way it works, maybe you're not from Sadash, but you ask for an item or a service, and then we would negotiate a price, and then we agree on it. Then you pay it right there. It's pretty nice.
Reed, are you in the store?
Everybody's in the store.
I'm down here.
Oh, I didn't see you there, little guy. Sorry about that. She's kind of tall, She's kind of standing in front of you.
I'm used to it.
Reed, was it? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you there, buddy.
Nice.
Were you looking for something there, Mr. Reed?
I don't know if you'll have it. I had one in my youth. I always wanted to see if I could get one again. A hat of disguise.
Oh, a hat of disguise. Let me look at those. We do sometimes sell those. Pumont Soul 3. Yeah. Can you check on with see if we have those hats of disguises? Yeah, give me a second. He'll be right with you. He's got to go digging in the back here. We got all kinds of storerooms and all kinds of knickknacks hanging around and stuff like that. It can give you a little daunting. Luckily, we have a very good system. We just have to look it up.
You're lucky there's so many of you to aid in that.
We do have one. He comes back in. Yeah, we do have one. One in stock is going to be about 630 gold there, buddy.
It's more than a fair price. Do you do a layaway program?
I'm afraid we don't. We don't do layaway. I'm afraid not. It's a one-time purchase. You can kind of understand because it's a magical item. I mean, it takes a lot of work to enchant. We got to get a turnover on the product as soon as we get it done.
Understood. I'm a little short on it.
Oh, that's a nice little joke there. I get that. Yeah, you're you're a funny one.
Well, you have to have some humor about things.
I agree.
But I'll be back in town in a few weeks.
Hey, we always appreciate your patronage. Yes, we'll keep it in. We'll try to keep one there for you there, Mr. Reed. And if we have one, we'll sell it to you. But typically about 600 gold to 650 gold is what they go for, depending on the type of hat we enchanted with it. The more, designer the hat, a little bit more pricey it gets.
That's understood. Thank you very much, Mr.
You're more than welcome. What about the rest of you guys? Are you looking to make any purchases, or are you just kind of looking around?
I have a request.
Oh, a Dragonborn. Don't see too many of you around here. What can I do for you there, my friend?
I've got a couple shopping items.
All right, what are you
Maybe
looking
some
for?
information.
Well, we don't really trade in information, just magical items. But if it's of a general nature, we can definitely try to get you something, information-wise, about the city, perhaps, or something like along those lines. But what kind of items are you looking for there, Mister? Well, you look like you're a bard. You look like you're a performer.
I'm looking for something perilous.
Just gonna skip the question. All right, right to business. I like that. All right, Liz, what are you looking for?
Need a pearl of 100 gold pieces or more. I need a feather from an owl. And I need some help finding spells on how I maybe rewind time.
Well, that one's going to be a little tricky time. You're going to probably have to learn that on your own through just your own schools of magic.
Please tell me my dwarf can hear that.
Yes.
He laughs his ass off.
All right, you're Halloween laughing in the background. Yeah, we don't really deal with timey-wimey kind of stuff here, but I can get you the pearl. We've got those easily. We got lots of those in stock because we need them for enchanting and stuff. So we got you the 100 gold pearl. Hey, Pumat sold too. Yeah, I heard him. I'm already on it. And he comes back in. He's got the pearl and the owl feather. The pearl's 100 gold. That's without question. But the feather's like nothing. That's like a couple of silver.
Sounds good to me.
All right. You just want to take that with you? You want it in a little baggie? How would you like it there, sir?
Yeah. In a Gucci bag.
What the hell's a Gucci bag?
I'll take whatever bag you got.
All right, a little nice little nappy sack for your little pearl and your little owl feather. And thank you for shopping at Pumat Souls. Very much appreciated. And he's giving you your potion and stuff. And all right, anybody else there have any intimate magical needs at the moment?
What about a scroll of find familiar or an item that could cast it once?
Oh, one of those. Let me check here real quick. Just looking through his book. Yeah, we don't have one of those at the moment, but if you want to make the request and pay up front, like usually we do it for a spell scroll, is you pay half up front, and then it takes us a couple of days to get it done, and then you can come back and scoop it up once we get the, because you have to take the ink and you got to write it in and all that other stuff, and it takes a couple of days to do it, but once we get it done, you can come back and scoop it up. Just like enchanting an item. It takes a couple of days to get it done.
Oh, so you do make custom scrolls?
Yes. We sure do.
That is good to know.
It's a little pricey, but if you can get, it helps if you get the components ahead of time and give it to us. Then we usually mark off usually about 25% because you brought the materials with you that might be needed for the actual enchantment. If there's any special components that are being needed for it, but we can get those definitely squared away for you.
And you can do the same thing with items.
Oh, absolutely. We've got enchanted items. We got weapons and armor and bracers and all kinds of cloaks and things. We got all kinds of great stuff here.
So if I were to say bring you a ring,
sure. But would you like we can do all kinds of stuff. We can add some more protection to you. So yeah, it can take some more damage. We can do some regeneration. So when you're in the heat of battle, you get some of that life back into you so you can keep fighting. We got all kinds of specialty rings that we can enchant and make.
one that would make you go faster.
We sure can make one of those. That's a little bit more pricey. The components on that are a little bit more expensive, but we can definitely do it for you.
What are some of the things maybe that I could bring to you that would help to knock the price down?
Well, just look it up, and I mean, he's like, here you go. He gives you a list of like, these are all the items on there. If you want to purchase them or if you find them on your journeys and bring it in, and we can take a basic ring and do all kinds of stuff like that. Give you a little bit faster of your feet there, which I can tell that you're kind of small, and that's no slight. I just think you want to go a little bit faster in combat. I understand.
That's very good to know, and thank you for the list of components.
You're more than welcome. Yeah, that's our pleasure. I mean, you guys become good patrons. You spent a lot of money today, so it's the least we can do. All right.
Adeline, was there something else you were looking for?
Well, what would be the price on the scroll?
I'd have to look it up. I mean, the scroll's going to be pretty pricey. I mean, probably.
Okay. I will keep it in mind then. But it is
Yeah, keep it in
something-
mind when you're ready to make the purchase. Then we can kind of get into the nitty gritty and kind of look at what's going to be needed to get that scroll for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, if there's nothing else, thank you for shopping at Pumont Soul. You guys have a great day, unless there's anything else I can help you with.
I may have heard a rumor about some kind of unending flask.
Yes, there is such thing as an unending flask. You can put one type of beverage in it, and it will always be full of that beverage.
There were just some stories that you...
Nope, we've actually got a couple. They're quite pricey, though. The enchantment
How much
components
are
on
we
those. Oh, you don't want to know if... I don't want to make you have a stroke here in the store, but it's pretty pricey.
Oh.
Would you be able to tell me where I could pick up those alchemy supplies?
Yeah, you can find them on the vendors. I mean, there's vendors all up and down the Penta Market there on the streets that just sell alchemy components. So whenever you're looking to make a potion there, buddy, all you need to do is just go around, grab the components. They're pretty simple. A lot of your general stores will carry a lot of the stuff that you need.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will use your potion as a learning.
Well, that's
tool
quality
for me.
stuff right there. That's a good way to make sure you're doing it right. If it doesn't taste like that or work like that, you know you kind of messed it up.
Yes. This will be very helpful. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Last little question.
Well, you're full of questions there, Mr. Dragonborn. What can I help you for?
Puma. We're about to be going a long walk.
Well, yes,
Anything
I
you
would
could recommend we bring with us?
Well, you look like you're kind of in a seasoned adventuring group. I don't know what supplies you would want to bring. I would think like the essentials. Food, water, I don't know. I mean, whatever you think is necessary.
Nothing magical?
Well, the more magical stuff you have, the better you can do. I guess, depending on the circumstances.
What's the one thing you got in this store I should walk out with today?
Well, I mean, how much are you looking to spend?
I got 100 gold.
Nothing.
God damn it. I suck at this persuasion shit. All right, let's go. I got a book of smut. We'll find a thing of mustard on the road. Come on, Reed.
All right, thank you for shopping at Pumont Souls. You guys have a great day, and I'll look forward to coming you back, and maybe we'll get some of those items for you. You guys walk out the store.
Once we're out of the store, I'm gonna kind of look at the book and look at what the supplies are for the potion of healing. I assume they're largely like herbs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have a list. We'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of herbs, right?
It's a bunch
Okay.
of herbs, and then you have to make the alchemy check, or
Yeah. No, I have that open. So it is 25 gold worth of materials.
yeah.
So I'm gonna look for a vendor for the supplies
You find that easy
and
enough.
a blacksmith.
Right, the supplies you find in a general store, I mean, they're easy to get. There's nothing rare about a basic healing potion that's going to be hard to find, especially in the Penta Market. So you easily find that stuff. You find a blacksmith. You see that there's you get to an area of town on one of the streets that looks like there's a lot. You see smoke rising, so you can see that there's a couple blacksmiths in this part of the city. It's heading out like the northwest of the town, but not many buildings nearby. There are vendors, but you see that there's a couple of blacksmith. There's one that's got a hammer and anvil, and then another one looks like a dwarven beard with two cross axes in the back of the head of it.
Okay. I'm gonna look to see if I can go to the.
Which one do you
I don't
want?
know. I'll ask Catalin. Which one do you think is better? I'm just looking for a training sword.
I would say whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Pick them up, both of them, and take a swing with it. See how you do. That's the best way to do it.
So I'll go on whichever one is on the left first.
That's the dwarf.
Okay, I'll go to the dwarf.
You see a dwarf. He's pounding out, and then you see a young man about 14 years old, muscly because he looks like he's the apprentice, and you can see that there's. It's kind of cool. It's an open area where the shop where it's open on one side with the kiln and everything on one side, right? And actually the bottom part is brick, but the top part is metal, right? So that it's pretty cool. And you can tell this is dwarven design. But as the store closes, it's all the store wares in the back. And you can see armor, weapons, battle axes, swords, small swords, maces. Pretty cool looking. And the young boy goes up to you. He's like, "Sorry about that. How can I help you? Help you, sir?"
Well, I am going to be helped by this awesome dwarf.
A fellow dwarf. Oh, my boss is a dwarf, and he's a good teacher. What are you looking for? What can I help you with?
I am looking for a longsword, but it is just for training purposes. So whatever used kind of one that you have, maybe one that you're getting ready to discard just for training.
Oh, sure. He just come here real quick, and he comes over by the counter and pulls out. And says, "It's a newer one. It's training. It's solid. It's not sharpened, but it's could be good used for training. And it's a basic. There's no intricate designs on it. It's just a basic longsword. Like it's as basic as it gets. It's got the pommel. It's got the grip, which is leathered. There's no intricate designs or anything on. You see some of the other swords; they're really intricately designed. But it's like we use this one just as a base and as a training sword. But if you would like it, sure, I could sell it to you.
How much would that be?
Shit.
I think long swords are like 10 gold or something like that.
Quick.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that the training one is even cheaper because I'm getting low on gold with the stuff that I need. Is it Grim? Hey, you took a nap.
It's the truth, dude.
I know. You took a nap.
I should have taken a nap, like a real one.
It's like, yeah, I mean, this one's just a training sword. Typically, we sell these for about 15 to 20 gold, but I can give you this one for 8.
Okay. Do you also happen to have one that doesn't have the blade yet, just the pommel and the hilt?
He looks at you confused. No. Why?
Just wondering. One maybe that I could try to build.
No.
Okay.
We don't sell separate components. We just sell the finished product.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will take the sword.
All right. It's like he gives it over to you. You give him the money.
Yep.
All right. So mark off 8
I'm
gold.
down. I'm down to 2 silver.
And so you've got marketing inventory. You have a long sword. You have a disadvantage with using it, and no hit.
Yeah. I don't have proficiency. Yep.
No proficiency.
And then I look at Hadalin. Okay. So I think this will work, right?
Looks like it's a fine crafted sword. You can tell it's the dwarven design because the blades, not your typical long to short. It's a little bit more thicker, but it's still, you feel the balance, Hadlin. You can tell that this is well crafted, perfectly balanced. Even for a training sword, it's got the right weight and feel for someone that's going to start off with, which is what you really want. You don't want them swinging a mismatched weighted sword because they can hurt themselves.
I think it will do fine for learning purposes. It is more than what we would need.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, so you get your sword. You've got your items. Anything else you guys want to do at the Pence Market today? It's been, I'd say, 2-3 hours. It's about lunchtime. You guys have been walking and going to different places, and along the way, seeing little stuff here and there, little trinket stores and things of that nature. But is there anything else you guys want to purchase?
Are there any arrows in the store? Do you
What?
sell arrows? Do you sell any type of arrows, quivers, anything along that
Oh,
line?
yes, ma'am. We sure do. There's a little barrel over there of arrows that we have over there. We've got the crossbolts, light and heavy, and we also just have, they're military soldier. We have an actual Fletcher here, not in today, but he's got like 40 arrows over there that he's made preset, and those are running Let me look it up.
Can we trade you for a fine smut rag?
Radrongo, you get hit by lightning and die.
I will give you no more money towards this smut. Hey. Not to
He
get
also doesn't seem to understand the whole concept of band.
I am not charismatic.
I mean,
but
I
I'm
think
lucky.
for 20 would be 5 silver.
I will take.
You'll take 20?
I will take 20.
Okay, so you get 20 arrows for 5 silver. And they're pretty good crafted. You can tell that human design, you know, you have your own elven arrows, but it adds into your inventory. They're a little bit different. The tip's different, meant more for the ones you have a different head. It's longer in length. It's more for penetration. This is more of a. It's got an edge, but it's a little bit more blunted, so that when it hits, it does more damage coming out than yours. Yours actually goes in deeper and will cause more damage. Can actually go through a target. These are more to stick in there, and then when you try to pull them out, that because of the way the barbs are set on the tip of the arrow, that it's meant to do extra damage if they try to get pulled out.
Excellent.
All right. So mark that in your inventory. You get 5 silver, and there you go.
Do you have anything else you would recommend for?
Well, I don't know, ma'am. I mean, like, what are you looking for? I mean, we have all kinds of weapons here. We don't sell bows. We don't sell crossbows. We do sell bolts because the Fletcher works here. But we got swords, short swords, axes, battle axes, maces. We have armor.
Do you carry leather? I guess
We don't. We only deal with chainmail and plate here, but across the ways, they do sell studded leather and leather armor over there. They're more. That's their forte.
I see. I will have to think about it.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind, yeah. If you change your
thank you
mind,
for the purchase.
yeah. Well, no, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. The boss is busy back there working, but I'm sure he appreciates your patronage, all you guys. All right. Anything else?
And what was your name? If you don't mind.
My name? Oh,
Yes.
my name is Real.
Ril. Very nice to meet you, Ril. My name is
nice
Valen.
to meet you too.
Okay. And what was the name of this this store?
Oh, the dwarven one?
Yeah.
It is shit.
I'll just list it as Dwarven Blacksmith.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I have to look it up. It's
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
I'll give you the name here. Let me a second. It'll be the 2X Blacksmith.
Oh, that's the actual name? Okay.
Yeah, 2X Blacksmith. That's the dwarves.
Okay.
That's the way they do it.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Do we need anything else? I believe.
Yes, please. I'm
Ashira
tired of
was
picking up my
getting
book.
the
Any
food
other
together.
purchases?
I believe Ashira was getting us food.
Yeah, for the road and stuff.
We should get lunch and then head off.
Can I bring for more than just lunch? Can I bring for how long?
Well, yeah, you can have lunch there when you guys wake up. If you guys do wake up for lunch, you'll have to get 8 hours of sleep to get your point of exhaustion. So you probably won't wake up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But you already gave instructions to the staff to like pack you guys like some provisions and stuff. So like it's going to take you about 7 to 10 days to get to your location. So you're basically packing for about 10 days worth of supplies, a lot of dried goods, cheeses, that kind of stuff. They're not. The person there said you really shouldn't take bread because it'll go bad for a day or two, or sandwiches. So they're going to give you like apples, fruits, cheese, dried meats, things of that nature.
Okay, and we are bringing enough for everyone?
They're doing for each individual person a 10-day supply is what
Okay.
they understood your request, which is not a lot. It's like a bag like this. You just
Okay.
All right.
So they're working on that while you went to sleep.
Should we go back to go get lunch?
Do we need to do full rest or can we do short rest?
To get the point of exhaustion off, you have to do a full rest.
Can we get to another town before nightfall?
No.
No. Will we be sleeping in the ground anyway?
If you were to leave tonight and travel by night, which is his own adventure, then everyone else would have a point of exhaustion. Because you would basically be sleeping in the day and walking at night, which is much more treacherous and difficult. But yeah, when you're out on the road, typically you pull off the side of the road, make camp, that kind of stuff. You don't. There's not.
Okay.
I mean, Sadash is huge. I mean, the Merrow Valley is huge. Traveling 15 to 20 miles a day gives you an idea. It's going to take you 7 to 10 days to get to Hupperduke.
Okay. All right. Well, then when we leave at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, we just walk until it gets night and then we set up camp.
Or you can wait till the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get on a normal pattern, right?
Yeah, and leave at sunrise. You know.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Right, so you're getting rest. Drom's getting rest. Balin, you are not getting rest. You're starting to really feel it, brother. You are hurting.
Yeah.
Because you've been up for like
Mhm.
40 hours right now. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
starting.
I'm planning on getting the long
You're
rest
about
today,
to
so.
get another point of exhaustion if you don't get some rest in the next about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah. So if I sleep again at night, right?
You'll
the
be
next
fine,
night,
yeah.
as long as I
yeah,
sleep.
Yeah, you're fine.
That was
if you sleep tonight, you'll the point of exhaustion comes off and you'll be fine.
Yep. Okay.
All right, but you guys head back. It's about lunchtime. Dromzel and Ashira are not there when you get there. You know, they said they were going to sleepy time, so it's you five. You guys go into. You get back. You guys, we'll say you drop off your stuff. You go to the lunchroom. When you go to the dining, you know the area, the main eating area, and there's a light lunch provided of just bread and cheese. There's no meats. The lunch is not really served here other than light snacks and stuff like that because the big meal is breakfast and dinner, which is much later, right? So it's just cheese, bread, water, and ale. There's no wine in the middle of the day, too.
Okay. Should we wait until they wake up and then head off?
Yeah, I mean, we should wait till they. We'll wait.
Oh, we have to bring them with us. So
Yeah.
That's
But do you
kinda-
want to wait until tomorrow, or should we leave tonight? We could still make about 6 or 7 hours of travel.
At night,
No, I
If
think
they're waking up around.
2.
Well, you said they would wake up around like 3 or 4.
if
right?
they
So
wake
that
up
means
now,
we'd be-
they are not going to get their full rest.
Right, you said they would have to wake up around 3 or 4 to get their 8 hours, right?
About 4 o'clock. So by the time
Yeah,
they wake
so we
up,
could travel about 6 to about 10 o'clock at night, right?
By the time we'd get going,
but you'd barely be
Okay.
out of town, and you'd be on.
So
the
do
side
you
of
want to just wait until morning?
we wait until morning. We leave at first light.
Okay.
Do we have a wagon we're taking with us, or are we just huffing it?
I am used to just walking it. I walked here from Port Damali, but a carriage would definitely be helpful.
Look, you're employed here at the temple. Do you know if they're providing us a wagon?
No, I am not employed. I am effectively a trainee. Dromzel and Ashira are the ones that are the true followers.
So you're their lackey.
In a sense, yes.
Oh,
They were supposed to train me, and they took me on a mission and didn't tell me what was going on.
and
yeah,
now
that
they're
training didn't work well.
No, I ended up getting
now
punished.
they're sleeping and you're awake still.
That is correct.
You go take a nap. Make sure you're ready to leave first in the morning.
Yeah.
I will. But before I go to bed, Hadalin, would you mind training me a little bit with the new sword before I go
No.
to bed?
Go to sleep. That's your first lesson.
Isn't it
Go to
like in
sleep.
the afternoon? Isn't it like
You
in the
need
afternoon?
extra sleep. You're like falling over. You wimp. Gosh.
Okay. So I will go to my room, and I will not immediately sleep. I will probably spend about I want to say about 3 hours probably, trying to read from the alchemy book.
Make a
Realize that it's only
Constitution check with disadvantage. Constitution save, I should say.
For trying not to fall asleep.
You're right.
13?
I mean, you get about an hour in. It's not bad. About an hour and a half in, and then you fall asleep on top of your book.
Okay.
I mean, you're knocked out.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of reading in, but it's hard. You keep bobbing. You keep doing the head and bob weave, and
That's fine.
it starts to hit you when you sit still. Your body starts going, oh, now we can rest, and then that's what you're fighting. So, and you're not using any stimulants to stay awake or anything like that. So yeah, you're about an hour and a half in. You're poof. You're drooling on your book.
Got it.
All right. What's everybody else doing? We know Dromzel and Ashara are sleeping. What are the rest of you guys doing? Reed, Tagar, Alanith, and Hadalin. You just had lunch, so you have a little bit of time in your hands to do whatever you want for the next couple hours before it's dinner time, then time the rest of the night and get ready for the big journey tomorrow.
We're all still in the banquet hall or cafeteria, whatever it is.
Yeah, you guys. Let's say you guys are all there. You just finished up a light lunch. You had some water and ale and cheese and bread. No sandwiches, no meat.
So, what do you guys think? All think?
I was thinking about taking a walk around, looking at the area.
I was thinking of maybe going and seeing if they have a stable, see if maybe there's a cart we could borrow or something like that.
We have enough money
wanna-
if we could purchase a wagon or something. That
I
seems
want
like
to
a
look
good plan.
for a wagon, couple mules.
I figure it's easier to ride a wagon than to walk all that way.
Well, of course. I will be glad to join you.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so since you don't know where anything is here, I guess Takar would be your best bet. Takar, make a survival check to see if you can get a sense of where you think you might know where there might be some stables at. All right, so yeah, you actually remember because coming in where there
Follow the
is
smell.
yeah.
I know where the hell is at. Horses. I mean, horses. I know where the horses are at.
All right, so you go down and you head toward. You remember when you first came in, there were some stable areas over there, so you head over there. Makes sense. Usually at the gates is where you usually find the stables, and usually in these big cities, there's a stable area, but then there's a pasture much further out. So they bring the horses and stuff in from the pastures every day and stuff like that if they're going to be used, right? So you go in. It's a typical stable. Kind of a supply station. You walk in, and there's a middle-aged man sitting there, and he's like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Halfling lead the way.
All right. How are you, fella?
I'm fine, sir. And how are you this fine day?
I'm doing well. Looking to
right.
take a bit of a trip.
Looks like you sure are. So how can I be of assistance to you?
Well, I was
He's gonna
hoping
want
it.
sandwiches.
He looks at you. He wants what?
I was hoping
You
that
know,
maybe you had a gently used wagon or something of the sort. Something rather.
Are you looking
Indiscreet.
new or used?
What's the difference in price?
Well, a new one's going to run you about 35 gold. I got a couple in the back for about 23, 24 gold. A couple mules probably run you a total of about 40 to 45 gold. So tough with everything with the used wagon, and it's still in good condition, but 2 mules in a wagon that nature probably run you a total of about 45 gold, I'd say. New would be 35 and 50 apiece. For the 2 draft horses, that'd be 135 gold. So it depends on what you want, good sir.
Can I go ahead and cast suggestion on this guy? Tell him that his prices are way too high, and I think 35 gold is a perfect price for his best wagon and 2 mules.
All right, cast a spell.
Get the draft horses if you can.
Are you doing this out in the open?
What's up?
Are you casting the spell out in the open?
No, we're inside a shop, right? On the slide.
I mean, are you trying to hide the fact that you're actually trying to manipulate a person in the store?
Yeah. I don't want him knowing I'm manipulating him to get the best
Make a sleight of hand
deal.
check. They're Obi-Wan Kenobi.
How's that?
Okay. Nobody sees you do it, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. I'd probably give you a deal, get you all of it for, I don't know why I'm doing this, but probably sell it to you all. I actually have a decent used one for about see the good used one with some mules probably run you about 35 gold.
That include the pack horses.
Well, yeah, it comes with the 2 mules, yeah.
The people in the party saw Togar do that, right?
I don't make a perception check because he made a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
You ain't gonna be my sleight of hand.
Did you say horses?
Mules.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys don't see him do it.
Do you sell horses?
But we yes, ma'am, we do.
Can I upgrade us to the draft horses?
Well, if you do that, I mean, probably get it to you for
37 gold.
no, I'm not going to do that. 2 horses, I'd probably go 55 gold for the wagon and the horses.
I got that.
I'm sorry, what did I say, 55? I did my math wrong. 75 total for the 2 horses in the wagon. I said 55, I forgot to add the other 20. Because there's 2 horses, eh?
All right, 2 draft horses, a wagon, 75 gold. You guys are good with that? I'm good with that.
It's a good deal.
It is.
Right?
You still have half of my gold, so you're welcome to use it.
I got all my gold, man. All right, let's go. Let's do that.
All right. So you make your purchase. You get 2. Now, are you taking those here with you, or when you taking those now, or are you gonna come pick them back up in a little bit?
Halfling decision.
We'll take them with us. We'll bring them back to the temple so we can load up everything we got.
Now, Reed, you didn't remember seeing any stables there or anything like that, so you don't know if they would horses, yes, but you don't know if they would be able to accommodate a wagon or not.
They gotta have a little bit of a parking spot next to the horses.
Yeah, but for you, the challenge is you're not a member of the Church of the Raven Queen.
But
You're
3
not
of our members are.
You're not a dignitary. You're not anything.
So the sorcerer's going?
We'll go. We'll clear it when we get there.
All right.
Worst case scenario, we go and we park it just outside the gate. Keep a watch on it for a night.
All right. So you guys, all right. And so the wagon's brought up. It's a basic wagon, no top. It just has, it's in good condition. It's just not new, right? It's in everything's sturdy. You check it out, it looks fine. Horses are not the best horses, but they're solid animals, and everything's hitched up for you. And you guys pay the money, and off you go back through town, and you head over to the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Up near the front gate to the temple, you said there had been an area for horses, right?
There's a small area at the base of the church. Now, there's a pathway where carts and stuff can go up, right? There's a causeway that leads up to the steps, right, where people can be dropped off by carriages and things of that nature. But there's no actual area for wagons that you can see. Now, there is like one of those bars for, like, you see a couple horses outside there, but there's actually just for horses with saddles and stuff like that. So, people coming and going.
But do they have a stable on the grounds?
You don't know.
No place to water.
There's a watering thing next to the thing with the bar. So there is a watering pit. Yeah, there's a watering trough.
All right, you guys want to stay here for a minute with the wagon. I'm gonna run inside. I'm gonna see if I find my buddy Blint.
All right, you guys stay outside. Reed, you go in, and you can see Blint is. You can see that he's changing out candles and stuff inside the temple in the main area of the temple, right? So he's in his black robes and stuff, and he's up on a little stool, and he's changing out candles when you come up to him.
Hey, Blint. Blint.
Yeah. Oh, you.
Hey, buddy.
Master Reed, you scared me.
Sorry if I startled you. I don't want you to fall.
I almost did.
It might have hurt.
Yes, I don't want to fall.
So, a quick
He comes
question
quickly
for
down
you.
Yes, Master.
Have you got a stable anywhere here on the grounds? We just went and we secured a wagon. We're leaving tomorrow on a bit of a trip. Is there any way that we'd be able to put this wagon overnight? We'll be gone in the morning. It's only a few hours.
Well, the stables are only for official dignitaries, and we keep carriages and stuff like that. People that are visiting and
Am I hearing all this?
No, you're outside.
God damn it!
Oh, Blint. I mean, we are here and taking off tomorrow at the behest of the Archpriest.
I understand that, but you have to have permission to use the stables. I mean,
well, whose permission would we need?
I don't know. He's kind of
you know
thinking
who's
about that.
In charge of the stables?
I mean, there's a caretaker back there, but you know, talk to him. I don't know.
All right, I'll go. Do you know what the caretaker's name is?
Rexon. Be warned, he's a crotchety old bastard.
Well, you know, not everyone is as friendly as you are.
That's true. I have great appeal to the ladies.
Well, I can see that. Yeah, the women they like that posture. Yeah.
They do. Yes.
Obviously.
I'm very I'm very popular.
Yeah. All right. Well, Blint, thank you very much. But will you be here for supper? I hope.
Yeah. Well, yes, I live here, so yes, I eat my supper here. Yes.
Well, that's good. And second supper.
What's second supper?
It's the supper you have after supper.
Why would you have a second supper?
So you grow up, you know, short and stout.
But I don't want to be short and stout.
That's good for you. I'm afraid of heights, so I'm happy I'm not. Good man, though.
Okay.
I'll see you in a little
yes.
bit.
Oh, good luck with Rexon. He kind of gives you a look like, oh, shit. Good luck to you indeed, sir.
See you later, Blake.
All right, so you kind of go outside. You see Reed come back outside, go all the way around to the side of the temple, go all the way into the back, and you can see there's an alleyway, and then it cuts to the right, and you see that there's actually a stable area there. It's pretty nice. It's got one side that's, you can see there's carriages lined up and stuff, and wagons, and then you can see a huge stable with a bunch of horses and stuff in there with, you know, hay and straw everywhere, and you can see horses there. You see a boy and a girl running around, like, you know, feeding the horses, and they look like stable hands, right? Little helpers, right? And you see an old codger with a hat and with his eyes kind of squinting. He's got a pipe in his hand, and he's sitting there just looking at you. He doesn't say anything, just smoking his pipe.
I'll go walking over to him.
What do you want?
I was told I should probably come, and if I want a straight answer, that a man by the name of Rex.
Right. That'd be me.
I figured it was. I was told that all I had to do was go and look for the stoutest looking of horse lords I could find.
Make a deception check, because that's bullshit.
Depth perception with this thing sucks.
You can remove it when you're doing that.
I keep trying to because it itches at times, but it's like, oh.
You just have one of those things where you press a button and it goes.
He kind of takes a drag off his pipe, blows smoke up in the air, like, try again.
How about this one? I hear you're in charge of the stables.
I might be. Are you on official church business?
We were hired by the archpriest.
All right. Do you have a waiver saying that you can park whatever horses and stuff you have?
Didn't know one was required, and we didn't have them at the time. But
Well-
after we were told what the description of what we were hired for was, we
Well,
thought
take
getting
it
a
up with the
wagon would be a good idea.
archpriestess. She knows that you have to have the written authorization to park your stuff here, unless you are a member of the church. So you ain't looking like you ain't come some part of the church of the Raven Queen.
No. My religion is slightly less uptight.
I figured it was.
Let me ask you though, considering that Acolyte Dromzel is
What
the one
about
leading our
him?
party. Well, he's the one leading our party.
I don't care if the damn Raven Queen herself is leading your party. You need the damn piece of paper. Go and get it, then I'll park your stuff.
Very good, very good. You're a stickler for paperwork. I like that.
Well, you see this eye?
Aye.
That's what happens when I don't get the paperwork.
You get your eye poked out.
Now they beat you.
Okay.
I know the feeling. I had an eye taken myself. It's not pleasant.
Right.
Right then, grand. I'll be back in a little bit.
You do that there, young
He's
whippersnapper.
by himself again, right?
Yeah, he's off by himself. He's not
Yeah,
with
he's
you
by
guys.
himself.
You guys are still at the wagon. And then you see Bailey come running back to the wagon.
I will
Three.
now go and waddle my little ass over to the wagon.
Okay.
So I've almost got us a parking spot. Yeah. Stay here with the wagon a few minutes. I'll go inside and, Blint! Where you at, buddy? Blint!
He actually falls a little bit this time and drops candles everywhere. He's just laying there for a second.
Hey,
What?
they make safety cables so that you don't fall.
Well, usually people are yelling at me when I'm putting the candles in. Why can't you just use the normal voice? Oh, and he kind of sits up like, oh, my ass. What?
I'll go over and I'll pat him on the shoulder.
What now, Mr. Reed?
Do you know if the headmistress is in?
As far as I know, yes.
She's in the same office she had been the other day.
Well, she only has one that I know of, yes.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe she had a weekday, weekend office. You never know.
Right.
Good man.
That way.
Thank you.
He's like scooping up candles. Just go that way. He's scooping up candles. You dropped her.
I'll wave at him and I'll sort of snap my finger and druidcraft 3 of the candles to light up. Then I'll keep going.
And you just hear this. He lights his throat's on fire.
I'll druidcraft the whole thing out again.
He starts looking around. He starts looking up at the statue of the Raven Queen. He's like, What did I do? What did I do?
What
Why?
have I done? What have I done?
So,
What haven't you done?
yeah.
Oh, I'm hearing voices of the Raven Queen.
You dropped our candles.
He starts really picking up the candles. Like, oh my god!
So
Give me
I'll
your sandwiches.
Right,
I'll
you go
I'll
over
go
to,
down the hallway.
You see
over
the
to
guy.
the-
Yeah, you see the guy. He's writing in the notebook, and then he's like he knows you're coming. He just stops for a second. You get about 20 feet away, puts his pen down, looks straight ahead, and then goes, turns left, and looks at you, and just watch, see you come up straight up, and then just crosses his fingers in front of him like this.
Hi.
Nods his head at you.
So let me ask you, if we want to, we just went and bought a wagon. All I want to do is just park it overnight. We'll leave in the morning. Won't be an issue. The distinguished.
He just holds
fella
up his
down
finger
at the
like-
tables.
And then he holds up a hand like for you to wait. Walks into the office. You hear some voices in a second. And then he comes back outside and gives you a piece of paper.
Good man.
Nods to you, and then he goes back to his desk and starts writing.
Finally. Sorry.
All the way back to the wagon.
All right, you see Reed come right back out of the temple and back past the wagon and around the corner.
I know, and with the little stubby legs of a halfling.
Like a bad Flintstones episode.
Yeah.
I know.
You see Raxon just sitting there smoking his pipe.
I'll climb up into the wagon. All right. Down to the stables we go.
All right, you guys pull the wagon around. You come back in, and you guys pull up, and then you see Raxon just sitting there. Well, my little friend, looks like I'm hoping you have the correct paperwork.
I'll go and I'll hop down at the wagon and I'll start flipping a piece of paper
Just-
around. It's right here.
All right, give it here.
There you are.
You start yelling, then you see a boy come immediately and grab the horses and the girl. They look like they're about 12 years old each, and they start unhitching that. We got you covered. They'll be ready for you whenever you're ready to leave tomorrow. You have a 1-day pass. If you leave them here for more than 1 day, they become property of the Raven Queen. Just throwing it out there to you, buddy.
I will be leaving first light, so.
I'd be best advised.
I look at him and I say, "Aye." I pull out my pipe and I say, if you don't mind what you're smoking there, I'll trade you some of mine if you let me let you some of yours.
I'm not into that dwarven tobacco. You guys put too much weird crap in there.
I might be interested in what yours is, though.
I mean, you can buy it in any of the vendors. It's a pretty normal blend. It's like, here, he pulls out a little bit and gives it to you. It's a small little pack. It's about 1 or 2, fills on the house.
Thank you.
He just gave you a dime bag. Awesome.
And I mean, even if he doesn't like it, I'll still leave like a little same of mine as well.
I remember when a dime
Puts
bag
it
used to
away.
cost a dime.
He looks at you like, what are you talking about, weirdo? What the hell's a
Thank
dime
you.
bag?
We'll be on our way.
He keeps sitting there, just kind of leaning over on the big pillar, just smoking his pipe.
Reed,
Hey.
Go ahead. What's that, Jason?
I was just wondering if it might be a good idea for someone to stay behind. Maybe-
No, on a place like this, any kind of place that has horses and wagons and where you leave them, they make a big deal about people not stealing horses and wagons. Plus, there's temple guards. You guys have seen them walking around. That guard this area. So, someone would have to be pretty dumb and bold to go trying to go rob shit from the Raven Queen. So, especially this place, maybe if you're out in the wilderness or in your small town and you put your wagon, maybe, but they kind of take pride in the fact that, when you leave your stuff with them, they ain't going to have much business if they're known for your shit getting taken. No one's going to stay there, right? So, they actually hire people.
Especially if they know anything about the priestess. She was buff.
Thank you.
So yeah, you know your stuff is very, very secure. All right, you guys head back into the temple. That takes about another 2 hours, because you had to walk there and then get through traffic all the way back and stuff to the temple. I mean, so it's about late afternoon, 3-4 o'clock, getting closer to supper time, and then yeah. So what do you guys do?
I think I will take a rest.
All right, you take a short little rest. You take a little nappy poo.
Yes.
A little nappy poo. You see the half elf, and you don't really rest. I mean, you kind of sleep a little bit, but I mean, you just rest. You just kind of. The same way you don't have to nap. You just go to your room and just kind of freshen up and relax a little bit. Like, take your boots off and kick back and lay on. You have a nice, comfortable bed. It's nice.
Yes, I'm going to read my book.
All right. Which book are you reading?
I'm reading a military strategy of the land.
All right. It starts off with just basic concepts. It's the first couple chapters are just basic concepts of warfare, basic concepts of formations, the use of infantry, the use of archers, the use of shock cavalry, and just breaks down the different formations and stuff. It's, to the layman, they would probably be like, Nope. Put that down.
I'm very interested. I'm very interested. I will read as much as I can while I rest.
All right. So you read a little bit of your book. Not a problem. All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Is there an evening service for the Raven Queen?
Oh yeah, there's services 3 times a day.
So Adeline will go to one of the sermons since we're being, on a kind of like a quest for the priest and stuff like that. Might as well pay your respect for the Raven Queen in this world. Don't they all kind of we kind of still respect all of the gods, right? Like I think that's how
I don't know, how are you?
Alexandria works, or however the world stuff works, that they all kind of respect
Not necessarily, no. That's quite actually not how that works.
It depends on where you are.
You have your sacraments and things. If you have a god that you practice, you may respect other gods in the sense that you would acknowledge, especially like if you worship a good deity and there's another good deity. Yeah, you respect them and stuff, but you don't give homage to them, right? You have your own daily rituals and things you do as, paying, for, who's Mordrin? Is that your patron? That you chose?
Morden, yeah.
Yeah, Morden.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like, even, that he takes delight in even crafting like a small little figurine. I mean, you do small little things like that just to acknowledge his presence. Now, if you wanted to attend a service, you can.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But you don't. It's not going to do any favors between.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think it was. I'm just trying to keep the negatives away potentially.
I mean, you go to you have afternoon the ritual, and it's basically, you see there's a few people that come in, people off the streets. It's half crowded. It's not bad. Typically the Raven Queen with their services, people are just, when they go in there, are typically they're people that are, and someone's in a bad way off, and they're asking for the Raven Queen to maybe spare someone they love or something like that. They kind of miss the point. But people are desperate; they'll pray to anybody, right? But most of the time they come there. The service itself is only about 10 minutes long, right? There's a couple of rituals they do in honor of her, and they offer, coins and stuff at her feet as patronage to her. However, after that, the families and people go up and talk to. There's 3 priests that stay. The one priestess you've seen before, and 2 the other priests look like her acolytes are sitting up there, and they have little books, and they're writing notes and taking notes from these people as they talk to them, and offering signs and prayers and things of that nature, and keeping track and stuff. And that's all you see.
Okay. So I mean, as far as I know, that might maybe the second or third Raven Queen service I would have probably attended. So just trying to get more of a feel.
The morning services
basically.
are just the bringer of a new day. But would you notice the mid afternoon one is a quick little, like a 2-minute little thing, right? But the one in the afternoon is where people come in. And from what you've gathered from watching, it's people that is either has someone dying, has died, and they're trying to set up, a priest to come do last rites, things of that nature. And you can see that's probably what they're doing up top, is taking notes to get someone over there. You see a lot of priests coming in and out, and you guys see this all the time from the temple. They're constantly on the move around the city, because people are sick and people are dying all the time. So the Raven Queen definitely does last rites.
Okay, cool. All right, well then I'll go back to the main place where everyone else is then.
All right, so we'll say everybody, it's about 6 o'clock. We'll say that you guys go have a meal, but with that, we're going to take our break, because I need some more alcohol, and need a break after doing Pumat Stone. My voice is a little hoarse there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yuck.
I pulled the old Adam's apple there.
I wanted to stay in that store forever.
I know. I'm sure you did.
Just watch the Pumat Souls. I just throw myself. That's definitely more fun.
All right, so we're going to take our break here. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. So everybody that's playing, can go have a potty break, grab something to drink, and then we'll be back in 15 minutes, and then we'll start the rest of the campaign. So we'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
Hey everyone, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and I wanted to take a minute to thank every one of our fan and viewers out there for showing your love and support for RSG. Now, how can you continue to show your love and support for RSG? Well, first off, a simple thing, head on to our Discord, a growing community of gamers, great place for you. So if you're not on our Discord already, !Discord in chat will give you the link to join our Discord. And if you want to show your support for RSG as well, Twitch provides a lot of different ways where you can do that. Now, not only can you donate bits, and there's also a link down below for our stream elements where you can donate directly, but of course, Twitch provides the options for giving us your subscriptions. Now, we always appreciate all of our fans for subscribing, and of course, those that use your Twitch Prime on our channel, because we know you only get one of those. So spending it on RSG is a big deal, and we always appreciate it. And if you want to help others also to experience the true nature of RSG, you can also gift a sub to anyone in the chat as well. And for those of you that are Twitch Prime members, if you've given it to us before, we would always appreciate to get it again, but Twitch Prime does require you to do it each month. So if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime already, whether you give it to RSG or another content creator, make sure you use that Twitch Prime, because that is a handy resource to help all content creators. RSG would not be here if it was not for all of the support from our viewers, and we hope to continue growing our channel and our charity efforts with your help. So for that, I, Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, want to thank everyone out there and of course show you our love. Now today, for your break entertainment during this D&D session, we have something a little bit different for you. Now you see the Twitch logo up there, and that is because if you have not hit the follow, make sure you hit the follow, because we bring a lot of fun entertainment. In addition, I think we have the greatest viewers in anywhere on the Twitch platform, so we hope that you become a part of it. And one of the things we love that the viewers do is use the clipping function for our streams. So here you go. It is a compilation of a bunch of clips that have been put together by our viewers, and we hope you guys continue to put these clips together, and we will feature them on some future breaks during our D&D campaign. So enjoy. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, pew pew! There we go! 11,000 crit, and Rose Tico with 3 kills. Shadow Sean was correct, guessing 3 off the bat. Relic 7, Rose Tico, the hero of the Resistance.
Thank you, Ray Rock. At least somebody wants to be near our chest.
Her chest is on fire.
Give me a break!
That's how you not do it.
The block makes it difficult.
Yeah, I know we can't get up there because somebody keeps moving it.
Not that block, I meant the one up top.
Oh. Gotcha.
I can't get up on this block to save my life.
Get up on that block.
It's like every time I jump on it, it tips.
Just gotta get more than tipped then.
Venom is like trying to adjust it, and we just keep on like just using the block and getting up. Weak. All right, and winner of this race is in fact Panty Policia. Congratulations. And now, oh my god, I have to give Panty Policia some pickles. Into the spoon all the way down here through the ramp. Then you're going to make it all the way down to the end.
I mean, if you
pass around to Steve, and then into the finish.
Yeah.
So pretty simple once you make it through, but this storm is crazy. Look at it. It's already destroyed some of the blocks and the pieces, and things are flying around, so it's pretty... No, Durgan!
There be a tornado up in that there thing there.
Bad
out there,
Durgan.
So that's a what is, oh, Durgan. No.
Bad Durgan. All right.
Why would you say moist balls? God
oh my
damn
god.
it,
Why would
Durgan.
you say it on stream, Ranger? Okay, we're down to 10, 9,
They want
8.
moist balls.
Olives and mushrooms and green peppers on my pizza. That's it.
Olives.
I like. Oh.
Or I like a meat lover's pizza because I do love meat.
Hello, Stu. It is so nice to finally meet you.
Holy fucking shit.
Okay.
Hey Finn, what's my favorite sex position?
What?
Pig in a blanket.
Oh god.
Yeah!
Again, I think people
No, we
need to
don't.
see.
No, we don't.
Look, you put your arms out
Security.
and you bend down.
Unruly patient here. Somebody call the security. Special police. Special police.
Did you get it? Look, you just look down, bend down. That's look down, and up, and down, and up, and down. There you go. It's easy.
Yes, Ouchie, we are going to be playing with my balls tonight. Of course. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There is an official poll in Finn. I'm reading Ouchie's message and I just said there's an official poll in Finn and that's going to be clipped. Oh my god. Okay. So we're good now. Okay. That's why the eggs were not going in there. But we managed to, with science, get it in there. So that's pretty awesome. All right, we're gonna attach the paddle now.
I'm coming. No, you got me. I got tongued.
It's a good map to have as like a transition as we go into the boost ones. All right,
Have you
exclamation
picked
point.
the song out?
When I only had
What?
one baby, he said the next time
If
he
you
gave
have-
us the tip, and he lied.
Gosh.
We
Oh
ended,
my
up,
God.
we ended up with 2 babies.
So 126. Thank you. I swear I heard you say, "Did you pick my thong out?"
Oh, did you pick a song out?
Okay, okay, so butter was here. Okay, 200 grams of butter. It looked like it still had the wrapper in there, but whatever. Okay, now we need brown sugar. I hope you wash your hands. Good point, Durgan. Good point. Where's this?
I'm gonna
I'm not a woodsman right now, okay?
I
I'm a
know.
free-for-all freelancer with my glorious beard. I do what I want.
Did you grab it, Grim?
I am always grabbing it.
Yeah, I grabbed.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's heal up a little bit. Get Jedi Consular going here. We're gonna roar. Roar!
A twig and a piece of bait on it.
Like
There you
Venom
go.
is
That's
a
why I'm not
master
catching
baiter.
anything.
Exactly.
I knew, Durgan. I knew.
We should be a masturbator like she is.
No?
One day, one day.
Well,
I mean, all I do is just stand there and jiggle my arm a little bit and never catch anything.
Maybe if you had a bigger worm.
Hey Finn, what do you get when you have 2 little green balls in your hand?
Arr, I be a pirate.
No, it's not a pirate. Let me do it again. Hey Finn, what do you get when you have 2 little green balls in your hand?
I don't know what.
My undivided attention.
Oh
Holy crap, you're gonna make it.
Mhm.
You made it.
I've gotten good at
That
the
Pokemon.
wall walking.
Best Pokemon ever for now.
Oh god, what the hell? Okay, that's interesting.
Well, if you dive in, you can get to the
Oh,
other side because
well,
I'm way
good.
up there.
Okay. Oh, it's like an office.
I'm
All
holding
right.
it for you. Go ahead.
Oh,
Whoa, on watch.
all right.
You can do it, Nurse McVenom.
I'm trying to line it up right because every time I do it.
And here we have McVenom.
Jesus.
Use
I'm
your
done.
arms.
You have to grab onto it?
Obviously.
Oh, you need help, Durgan? You need some help? Don't worry. I'll help you. I'll fight these off for you. There you go. There you go.
McVenom.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
This is is why I divorced her as a camping wife.
Mm-hmm.
Need to help you get that unstuck again.
No, but you did do a good job.
Like venom in her natural habitat.
Okay, there she is. She made it to the second ledge. She's on the second ledge. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. She's heading into the third. What's she gonna do for the third? This one's slippery.
Okay, let's see if she can handle this.
And she makes the jump, arms it, and overshoots it.
What?
It's slippery.
Oh, okay. I thought you were close when you were saying you were coming. Okay. I would have just.
Whoa.
I would have just.
Hello.
Marbles on
There's
the
only
track.
one place you're gonna find pickles, and that's in our pants, and we only share them when we want.
Bum 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 bum.
No, my venom near.
The terror beak strikes back.
God.
There's 100 little night terrors everywhere. We're all going insane in the water.
Oh, look, there's some gold.
Here, get uncrowded from around this cistern there.
I hate you both so much. Seriously, now I hate you both. Don't talk to me for 24 hours.
As we get ready to start again, I wanted to thank all of our viewers out there, especially the new ones, for, of course, watching the RSG channel. Now, for those of you that are new here, RSG is a very professional gaming channel, and we are here to provide you quality content. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that RSG covers regularly. So from Mondays to Fridays during the 12 o'clock Eastern Time hour, we have on YouTube a live stream that we call the RSG Lunch Hour. Now this is there to get you through the doldrums of the day, largely covers Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our primary game, but we talk about anything and everything for you. Now on Mondays, we do have Marbles Monday. Now Marbles is a fun interactive Twitch game that if you are not familiar with, is really, really fun. And the way we do it at RSG is always a little bit different than the normal play. So please come out on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and join us for Marbles on Stream. On Tuesday nights, we have our Don't Starve Together Tuesdays. And it's just what it sounds like, Don't Starve Together on Tuesday nights. And that's what we do at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a great group of friends from the community. On Wednesday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream, which covers the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. It is the longest running live stream in the galaxy for the game. So if you guys are interested in that or just want to check out what the game is about, make sure to head to that on our YouTube channel. On Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have coverage of State of Survival, another mobile app game. And so if you guys are interested in fighting zombies and surviving the apocalypse, make sure you check that out on YouTube. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes based stream. It's a pure question and answer stream done and hosted by RSG with a great group of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creators there to answer questions for the community for about 2 hours. So if you want to have your questions answered about this mobile game, head to our channel on YouTube on 10 a.m. Eastern Time and make sure that you are there to get your questions answered. On Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our D&D campaign right here. You guys are watching that now, and we really appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will continue to do this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, we have our Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons campaign. That's right, 2 Dungeons & Dragons campaign, our regular, normal D&D 5e on Saturdays, and Star Wars on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch,
we have our Sunday night gaming. Now, this is where we will rotate different games and just have fun with a group from the RSG community, and of course with you guys in chat. Some will be interactive, some will just be fun, some will be ridiculous. But even beyond all of these, from a Monday to Sunday schedule, we will have random streams throughout the week, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure that while you guys are here on Twitch, you hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we go live. And with that, we're about to get started here with our Dungeons & Dragons stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little break, taken some time off, and get ready for the second half of the campaign. And on that note, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys for watching and hope you enjoy the second half.
And the intro played again. All right. Well, I didn't expect the intro just to pop off like that. Little bug there. Sorry about that. The magic things go crazy here at Puma Souls. But welcome back to this stream. Should be coming in audible. Everyone should be able to hear everything, so we should be good to go. All right. When we left off, everybody had just woken up and from the little nappy poos or their full rest and everything. So you guys all meet together in the dining room area. So you guys have congregated into the dining room area.
Oh, we got
in morning.
Rest. Okay, awesome.
No, in the evening. It's
so some of us are still sleeping.
I mean, you are, yeah. You might.
I'm still sleeping, right?
Okay, so you're still sleeping. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't go to sleep until like.
They'd have a bell that
4 p.m.
rings, so I don't know if you wanted, like, you would care if the bell rung for.
Okay,
dinner.
I would be able to interrupt my sleep, eat, and then go back to sleep without any issue.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah, you
I'll
wake up
eat
all
and then go
groggy. You're kind of like, oh god.
Yeah.
You're kind of scratching your chest, and you got that little bit of morning brow. You see that you had slept with little drool coming out, so the little drool is on the corner of your book. Is the way you hit. You're like. And you've got a little mark on your face from where the book had imprinted in the side of your cheek there. So you had kind of grumbling in. You can see that everyone else is sitting there, and you guys turn around and see Balin coming out with like a little bit of ink and a big corner mark on his cheek, and kind of looking groggy and stuff. But he comes in and sits down and just looks like death.
So does that mean that Shira and I actually got a full night's sleep?
Yeah, you guys are fully rested.
Awesome.
You guys are looking a little bit rested. You're still a little groggy because you're not used to sleeping in the daytime, but you're still nonetheless good to go.
Balloon, are you okay?
I'm just tired.
Told you,
I'm
you need
gonna
to
eat
sleep.
and go back to sleep.
Yep. Listen to Adeline more.
Yes. I felt awake, but then as soon as I went upstairs, definitely got tired very quickly.
It was a long night.
I have no idea why it rolled that. Ignore that.
Oh, it does that when you change your exhaustion level in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I just clicked the long rest button.
Yeah, that's what it does. So it removed your exhaustion, so that's why I put that. Alright. What does he eat? I'm gonna go back to bed after.
Soup is provided. It's a chicken noodle soup. There's bread and cheese, and the chicken. It's a hearty meal. I mean, it's thick. It's less broth and more soup, and it's got chicken and carrots and some other things. It's a hearty soup. It's got a lot of vegetables and chicken in it. No noodles. They don't have noodles in Sadash. So it's just a good chicken soup. With lots of bread, cheese, wine, ale, water. You guys can have as much as you like.
Actually, I'd like to try one of those things that Reed was talking about the other night. What did you call it? That thing with the bread and stuff.
Oh, it's a sandwich.
Sandwich, that's what it is.
Don't make it with soup. It's very messy that way.
Makes sense.
I will experiment tomorrow.
Who has
no
the
offense, Reed. I just want soup.
Oh no! You can have it anytime you want. Like I said, it's a poor interior of the sandwich with soup. It's very soggy.
That does make sense. Bread does get soggy.
So Balin went with us, but Dromsel and his Shara, you were sleeping off the night. Tolgar was nice enough to go and provide us all with a cart for our journey.
Oh,
So
you got a cart too?
you were there.
No.
Yeah, you were. You hadn't gone to sleep yet.
No. Yeah, I'd gone to sleep. They did this after I went to bed.
No, you were in the cart waiting. Remember, he said he was running around. He had to get the permission.
I was asleep. They went after I went to bed.
Oh, that's right. They went after you went. That's right.
They went
yeah.
out. We
Yeah.
came back, and then
Yeah.
you guys went to
Yeah,
get the cart.
So this is news to you, Bailey.
All right, so we Togar is nice enough. He bought a cart. So we've got that. So we leave first crack at dawn.
Very well.
So just make sure that anything that you need tonight you have packed up, squared away. First light, we're out.
Okay.
Where is the map?
Oh,
Who has the map?
Alan, didn't we hand you the map to hold on to, or did Dromsel hold on to it?
Dromsel took it. Dromsel took the map.
Right, so which map are we talking about?
The map that cost us 40 gold in punishment.
Oh.
A crappy map.
Actually, didn't I leave it on her desk?
No, you have the map. She gave it to you
with
guys.
Okay.
The actual map of the entire continent of Wildemount.
I'll pull out the atlas book. I'll stick
Okay.
it on the table in front of me, and I'll scroll through the pages until like the H Humperdinck. There we are. So I'll say it's a good sized city. I've been there a few times. I've done a little trading with them.
Yeah, you're a little bit familiar with Humperdinck.
Yeah, the gnomes are good. A little stingy at times, but what's nice is when you're selling rabbit pelts. A good sized rabbit pelt of a large rabbit makes a fairly good set of clothing or a cloak for a gnome. So I've been there a few times.
You want to know what the book tells you?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm asking Reed if he wants to know what the book tells him.
Yeah, it's probably just exactly what's in the actual book, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what's in.
Yeah,
So,
so
if you have the book open, you can.
Yeah, do you have the page open or not?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's gonna take me forever to look it up.
You know, it's mostly mainly gnomes. That Starosta Emma Zesbach works with elected officials, and the mayor is the House of Industry. There are a small number of cross guard, backed by a larger, the civilian militia of volunteer soldiers, and that there's a lot of war machines and engines, since this is where it's made, that defend the city as well. Deals mainly with metals, mining, tinkering, entertainment, making supplies and rare goods, and is mainly has many taverns, inns, and places of fun. Mainly because it's gnomish, they party every damn day after work. You basically know that. They work hard and they play harder. You know that this temple is also one of the major temples of Morden. So yeah, it gives you an idea of what you're heading toward.
What road do we take there?
Well, if you look on the map, it's in roll 20. You can see that you've got. As you look at the map from Zizvash, you got to head north on the road there that heads to Burleben, and then you have to go east over the bridge, through all the way down to Felderwind Village, and then all the way up north to Humperdinck, which is in the Silperkirk Mountain.
I just wanted to make sure we knew where we were going.
Yeah, you can see it on the map. You can see the main roadways and stuff like that.
Okay. Nice. Before we all leave in the morning, not knowing where we are going.
It's a decent journey. It's not off a beaten road or nothing. It's a fairly comfortable trip. So
yeah, stay on the main thoroughfares. You know that have to be careful out there and stuff. But you're on the roadways. But yeah, you're not going to run in. The only time is when you take the swampy. You look at the map and you can see that the near the swampier, you're going to be on the edge of the swamp, forest area. Some chances, some critters running around there, but once you get into the main stage, it's a lot of open plains, rolling hills, that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of vegetation or forested areas other than that.
I hate the campaign.
It is not bad when you're awake.
As long as the weather's good, it should be fine. Fairly flat travel land. It's not bad. You can pull off the road easy enough.
On dirt? Pull off the road and sleep on dirt?
Well, you'll probably generally want to have a bedroll of some sort. But...
On the dirt?
Well, you would put it on the dirt, yes.
Yes. Sleeping on the dirt.
I suppose if you'd really like, you could probably sleep in the cart.
Sleeping on the wood?
Slight upgrade than dirt.
Probably better than the horses.
We have horses with carts. That is good.
Well, yeah, you generally need a horse to pull the cart.
But you don't want to sleep on the horse. The wagon or the floor would be better. Horses are not comfortable to sleep on.
Have you slept on many horses, Velon?
It was a mistake.
In what sense?
I was riding a horse and fell asleep. Did not end well. Horse went away. I was on ground.
So you struggle with sleep often?
No, only when I was traveling long distances.
Okay.
I traveled here from Port de Mali. Tried to get here quickly. Made mistake of not sleeping. That was not smart. Not doing that again.
You started with horse.
I got a horse while I was coming from Port de Mali, but horse ran away.
Okay. Ended without horse.
Ended with that horse. Walked the rest.
Sleeping on dirt.
The dirt can be very comfortable when you work with it a little bit.
Trick is to find a spot without the big rocks.
I look forward
I can handle it if there are rocks.
How to sleep on dirt.
I will show you tomorrow. I do not want to fall asleep in my soup. I will go to sleep
Maybe
first.
you show me how to sleep on hard bench.
The bench is flat. It becomes easy. Dirt, not so much.
But it is not feather bed.
Not better than bed, no. Better than horse.
Oh, for the love of God, drink your soup and be done with it.
I will finish my soup and then groggily start to go back up.
All right, so it's turning into like evening time. You guys have not eaten dinner. You guys are free to do whatever you want till sleepy time.
I'll go and I'll see if I can find Blint.
You find Blint is he's sitting there and he's kind of just sitting in the main temple area and just relaxed. He's got his one leg over, he's got his leg over his other, and he's sitting there and eating this, finished up in a sandwich and stuff, and sitting in the back, not in the main area, but one of the seats in the back. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, Master Reed, how are you?"
I'm doing fine, Blint. How are you?
I'm good, and just wrapping things up for the evening. Kind of a slower day here at the temple, so yes, it's quite good. Just enjoying one of those sandwiches. I can't get enough of them.
They're good food for you, I'm happy you like them.
Yeah, I took one earlier and I toasted the bread and melted the cheese on top of chicken. It was pretty good.
You're learning now.
Yes.
Good lad, good lad.
Well, I tried to use fire and melt the cheese, but it turned out not so well. So I just had to toast the bread.
What I usually found worked best is if you put it in like a cast iron frying pan.
Yes.
And then you put a little fire under the pan.
Yeah, that's what he did. He just toasted them up real quick, and it was pretty delicious.
It'd work better for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Quick question for you.
Sure.
The beautiful room that you put us up for last night and tonight, couple of very nice ornate blankets. I was wondering, do you have any, say, like woolen blankets, maybe? You know?
Just for the rooms, we have extras. Why?
Do you think I could get maybe 4 or 5 of the extra woolen blankets?
Are you called?
We're going to be leaving for a couple of weeks tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, the blankets stay at the temple.
Well, we'll be back. I was hoping that maybe either I could make a donation to the temple, or even just borrow them.
Well, if you make a donation, he kind of looks over at the donation box. I'm sure we could part with some basic wool blankets.
That'd be fine.
And then he just stares at the donation box.
I'll be honest with you, Blint. My normal deity is Morden, and he's not so big on the regular donations. He prefers more if you carve a little statue or you build a little something.
Well, the Raven Queen.
What would be something appropriate?
For the Raven Queen, it's he just rolls his fingers together.
Well, I gather that, but I don't want to give a paltry donation. At the same time, if I don't want to give an overly extravagant one and make other people look bad in her eyes.
Just put like a 5 silver in, would be more than enough.
Oh, wonderful. All right. So I'll.
He just stares intently at the donation box, like, "Bitch, put the money in the box."
Remove. And okay, so I'll drop 5 silver into it.
All right, you need how many wool blankets?
Say 6.
6 wool blankets. Okay. Stay here.
If you have 7, actually, that'd be wonderful.
We'll make up your mind. You said
The
4
7,
5,
please.
and now it's 6, and then it's 7.
A 7, and I'll drop 2 more silver into the box.
All right, he goes, all right, good. And then he was stay here. He runs off, and then he comes back, and he's carrying like this big, like 7 wool blankets. Like that. There you go.
Thank you very much, Blint.
He hands them over there too. There you go. Glad to be of service.
You're the best, my friend.
Thank you for your kind words. Anything else?
I think that'll be fine. Ashera and Drumza, they had mentioned that they were having the kitchen prepare food and everything for us. So,
yeah, supplies have been procured for your journey.
That's fantastic. We'll be leaving very, very early, right at first light. Should we pick them up here in the kitchen, or?
They'll be in your packs ready to go. You just take them to the wagon.
Thank you very much, Blint.
Yes. I'm going to go get another sandwich. And he just walks away.
I don't blame you, buddy. Good night.
Good night. All right.
I'll go back to my my room.
Okay. You can go back to your room with 7 wool blankets. All right. And what are there? Anybody else doing anything for the festivities of this evening?
I would like to go and pray.
All right, you do your nightly rituals. You pray to the Raven Queen. You don't feel any presence or hear anything, but it's a comfort for you. In this temple, this main temple of the Raven Queen, it brings you solace, and yeah, you're easily able to do your prayer ritual. And as you finish up, you see the priestess there. She just kind of gives you a smile and a nod.
Then I go to bed.
All right, then you go to bed. All right, anybody else?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
You're gonna go to bed? All right. Anybody staying awake and doing anything? If not, we're just gonna go to bed.
All right. The only other thing I want to do is I'll take a sheet of the special paper I got from
the special
that
paper.
priest.
All right.
And the ink, and what I'll go and I'll do is I'll start it off by writing a letter, and what I'll write in it is, Raza, if you're receiving this, then you're of the same ilk as me, and you'll know exactly how I'm getting this to you. We've been asked by the headmistress of the Raven Queen's Temple to assist her underlings that you had already met in procuring the map. And now we're going up north, and I told her that I might have a way to stay in communication with her if need be. I would greatly appreciate if the couple of times I may have to go and drop her a line, if I'm able to send it through you, if you'd be able to go and just communicate the content of the letter to her, since you already have a correspondence going with her. And I'll sign it, read tea leaf, and I'll draw a little picture of a wolf right underneath the signature. I'll then go and fold the letter in three. I'll look at the candle in the room, and I'll drip a little wax on it. And I'll hold up the letter, and I'll burn it in the flame of the candle into ash. And then I'll go to bed.
All right. Message sent.
Nice. Now I gotta find where I put the paper in my inventory.
Halfling.
What was that, Bad Rongo?
I said, can I big spoon the halfling?
No, you're not in the same room. Thus negating the possibility.
Unless he wants to get into the same room.
Do you go into the halfling's room to spoon?
Right, and so that happened.
I need an adult.
Alright, so if nobody else is going to do anything, you guys get a full night of rest, so you guys are all fully rested. You wake up at the crack of dawn, right as sunrise is starting to come up. You're actually woken by someone that knocks on your door just to wake you up. You guys find that your packs have already been, and provisions have been put on the wagon for you already, so your packs are all there. And along with the 7 wool blankets that you procured, they're reed. You see your horses are drawn up, and you see good old Rexon out there just smoking his pipe. Fine day for an adventure.
And hopefully it's not too adventurous.
Yeah, they usually turn out to be just that, my friend.
They do.
Good luck to you. May the blessing of the Raven Queen be with you. And he looks at you three with the Raven Queen that represent her and gives you a nod. And you can see that he's in work clothes, but he does have a symbol of the Raven Queen on his jacket that he works with.
Thank you, Stable Master. We look forward to returning.
Just be safe out there, you hear? Alright. With that, you guys are on your way. Unless
I'll
there's
do a
anything
quick
else.
mention, too.
Yes.
You'll see Fallon from yesterday just was normal face, and today he has kind of like eye black under both of his eyes. That you'll just notice. You would have seen it the first time you saw him. It had faded until yesterday, and then he has it back.
Hey, Balloon, what's with the guy liner?
Oh, this is somewhat of a tradition. Every day I have to apply this. It is just a combination of ink and a drop of water. Normally I use holy water if I can. That is it.
Right.
That's a solid look for you.
It wasn't done for fashion, but thank you.
Well, obviously.
Alright, so
do
we ride in the cart or do we?
Everybody rides in the cart. So who's going to be handling the cart?
Right, so that's a good question.
So, do any of us know a damn thing about horses?
I fall off them if I ride it. So not me.
So not you.
Not me.
I'm barely knee height on them, so I don't think they're going to respect me too much.
I think I bought 2 of them.
That's a good plus. But,
Ali, it seems like you might have a way with animals. Maybe. You're on mute.
I said, I do have some knowledge of the horses.
That's good.
I'm not so sure it would be.
Great, she's driving.
Oh,
It looks like you've been volunteered.
all right.
All right.
How many do we need? Is it just one person?
One person handles the reins.
Okay.
So you
We
can
have
sit,
volunteered Ali.
You can sit 2 people and a small person up front, and then the rest you can fit in the back comfortably. A couple of you guys in the back. There's more than enough space with all your gear and stuff stored in there, and everything's set up. You got a couple of water barrels there, and stuff that you need. There's a spare wheel. There's all kinds of stuff that you need for your cart and everything that you need for the journey.
Girl.
Togar, would you like to ride up front with me?
Always.
All right, so we'll say Takar and Ali are up front, and then the rest of you potato heads are in the back. All right, so you guys...
Ranger?
Yes?
I'm going to draw a card when I get into the
We'll
back.
draw your card.
Oh, it's the redemption card again. Hooray.
All
Okay.
right.
On the right track. This is working out for me.
All right, so... Alunuth, make a animal handling check for me, please.
I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the right place. Apologies. Here we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Definitely, although you've never done this before, you just have the way with these 2 horses, and you are able to lead the cart. Now, the question I have for you guys, if you go normal pace, it's going to take you 10 days to get to Upper Duke. If you push it, going faster, you can get there within 7 to 8 days. However, you'll be really, that's how long you travel per day. That means you'll get into late to the night. You eventually will start suffering exhaustion and stuff. So how fast do you guys want to push this?
I think normal pace is fine.
Say salt and pepper.
I mean, we're not in that much of a hurry, are we?
No, we have to get there, and still not sure what exactly we're looking for over there. Just something strange, so...
I mean, and these are only mules, so don't want to
No,
push
no,
them
no,
too
horses.
hard.
No,
We
have
got
horses.
the regular horses. We got the
Yeah, I got the big horses, man.
Well, still don't want to push them too hard, though.
No. We need the horses all the way.
We stop around midday for a meal. We stop 2 hours or so before night. This way we can set up a camp, set the horses up to eat the grass and everything around. So
Are we sure about the enemies around?
we'll post a watch. But this should be a fairly safe area, especially now we're not too far from the capital.
And we're a fairly large group. It would be silly to mess with us.
King Dwindle doesn't look politely on highway robbers, so as we get a little farther to the north, there's a greater possibility, but probably not. Still not great.
Do we have food for the horses?
But it grows on the ground around it, hopefully.
All right. I will take a normal pace.
All right, so you guys go about 20-something miles at your pace. Since you left early in the morning, you get about 22 miles because you're able to travel a little bit further. It's about 5 o'clock at night, or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, roughly about that time. Do you guys want to keep pushing it? You said normal pace, so you guys are at that point are looking for a place to camp. Who wants to look for a place to camp?
What's around us?
Plains and growth and rolling hills.
Ashira wants to look for a place so she can find a comfortable
All
spot
right,
to sleep.
Ashara, make a perception check.
Hey, can I help her?
No, you may not.
Can I inspire her?
Okay, so yeah, you find a decent spot. Looks like it's you pull off the side of the road, and there's not a lot of trees on this pathway. There's trees here and there, but it's mainly open area. And you find a nice little flat area that looks like it's flat. It looks like a good spot. You pulled the wagon off the side of the road a ways, and you guys, the grass. It's the end of summer, getting into the beginning of fall. So even though it's warm outside, it's not hot. It's not overly hot. It's highest in the day gets to about like 81, 82 degrees. So at nights it's comfortable. It's in the lower 60s Fahrenheit. So you guys are able to set up your camp. You set up a campfire. You eat your rations or however you want to make meals, and then it gets ready for sleepy time. So how do you guys, or anybody pulling watch? How are you guys going to do watch? Are you going to do watch or?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a watch. How do you guys want to do it? I'll take first. I'll take first watch.
I'll stay on first watch with it as well.
That is so inefficient.
What?
How long is first shift?
They're like 2 hours each, right, Ranger? Each shift is about 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, between like 3 shifts gets us through it, right, Ranger? 3?
4.
4. Okay, so we need 4 shifts.
8 hours, 2 hours each.
May I take second watch?
I'll do second watch with you.
Okay.
But I can do the third one by myself. That way, all of you guys can get more sleep.
Okay. So then that leaves Togar and Adeline for 4th.
Sounds good.
Okay. That's our watch.
All right. First 2 that are pulling watch. Everyone goes beds down. You guys stay up and see how alert you are. Make perception check, each of you individually.
Natural 20.
Reed. I was with the right partner.
I mean, you're kind of bored, Bailey, but you're doing your job. Reed, you're just like you're like a hyper little dog. You're just constantly checking the perimeter, and you're going stealth and going through the woods and hiding and then popping out and then running around and looking again, and you find nothing happens on your watch. But you are on top of it like a blue bonnet. All right, next group, pull watch. Make your rolls. Who's the other person doing?
It's me.
Allie.
It's me.
There you go.
Yes, Alanith, with your elven ranger eyes, you are stoically standing guard, and you are constantly keeping watch. So are you, Shar. You're doing a pretty good job, but you just notice that Alanith her hearing for some reason, whether it's because she's half elf, she just picks up certain things. You see her do little head tilts and stuff. Will stare and like, okay, I figured what that was. It's no problem. She's just constantly doing that. If you guys on your watch want to have conversations, you can. So if anybody wants to have a conversation on your watch, you can. You guys have a conversation at all, or are we moving on?
Would you like to chit chat?
Why, sure. How are you feeling? Are you uncomfortable about the campsite?
I hate camping. How about you? You like camping?
Oh, I love camping. I love camping, and I love the nighttime. I love the woods and the forest. I feel quite at home here.
I'm sorry, say that last bit again.
I feel quite at home here.
Oh. I would feel comfortable too if I didn't have to sleep on the ground, but I don't like the ground.
It will be alright.
It will be fine. Are you enjoying our journey?
I am. I am learning all about new things, and I find you to be very wise. I make many perceptions about the people.
Is that one of your strengths? One of your elven strengths?
I believe it can be. not probably my strongest.
What is your...
I have many.
So what makes you... Where did you learn to be so perceptive about people?
I was a former mercenary. I also grew up in rather hard times, and I've been around many different people, and I'm a good judge of character.
Lots of experience.
Yes. Along the way, many skills as well.
What's your favorite skill?
Oh, that would have to be archery.
I also like archery, but more of a crossbow.
Longbow myself, but good combination.
It's nice to fight from far away.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I think we're good.
All right. Your shift comes to an end. Who's next?
And that would be me.
All right, yeah.
I just want to make a point to let you know that I'm keeping guidance up on myself throughout the entire night.
I want to keep watch with
when
the
I'm being
half-orc.
perceptive.
When you make the perception check, you give yourself guidance, but you can't keep it up on yourself the entire night. That's crazy. So
just recast it every minute.
Yep.
Guidance. What's that? A squirrel? Oh my God! It's guidance. So make a perception check. You can give yourself guidance. You do a little prayer.
I'm just picturing Grim now like
know.
120 times.
Yes.
My cat wants to run away.
How to
Okay,
piss
hold on.
off your DM? Make 120 rolls of guidance. See how that works out for you there.
How many natural 20s will you waste on it?
Mm-hmm. All right, add your guidance roll.
16.
Okay. You do your watch. Do a good job. Don't really see anything. You kind of get a sense that this close to Sadash, probably not going to run into much stuff. I mean, you're right in the heart of the Dwindlian Empire. From here to
Hey, I'm bored.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be perceptive because, things can happen. You never know. But, you feel a little bit like you'll probably need to be more on your toes as you get further away from Sadash. But nothing happens. So, who's got the last shift?
That's me.
And who else?
Hadlin.
Who?
Hadlin.
Okay, so you guys make your perception check. If you guys want to talk to each other, let me know. Have a conversation. Go for it.
I kind of want to read my smut book.
All right, then you have disadvantage on your perception because you're not paying attention. So roll it again.
You son of a... There we go. Holy...
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Book must be
that's
really
awful.
good.
Oh, did I see my smut book or did I miss it?
No, you're reading your smut book, but you're not
No,
paying
it's
attention to
it's-
anything else.
Yeah, it's more like,
Oh.
whoa, this book is really good.
Yes, it's called Tusk Love, and you are really enjoying the
Oh my
hell
God. Tusk Love. Fantastic.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So it seems like it's a popular book out in the Empire these days. And you're really into the book. Hadlin, you do notice, because you rolled so well, that not only are you doing a great job of being awares, but Tagar, even though he's sitting closer to the camp, he's standing up, he's looking out, but he's not really paying attention. He looks like he's reading.
Am I at
Yeah,
attention?
you got the tent over there, and then you got Togar over there pitching another tent.
No, he's not pitching a tent. Get out of here with that crap. But he's not really paying attention, Helen. Do you say anything? He's reading the book.
Oh yeah.
He's
I
really.
just find,
You see him
just
over there. Just
find like a large object and smack him in the back of the head with it.
Do you really do that?
not like injure, but I'm dwarf. I can't do that. So it'll be back of the knee, back of the leg.
Like a little stick, like a.
Exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
Right, so since you were
It's
really
like
not playing
stubbing
it,
my toe on a coffee table.
yeah, Togar, you're sitting there reading your smut book, and all of a sudden, whack! You get a little sting behind the knee as you see Hadley comes over and whacks you with it looks like a little small stick, but it's meant to not hurt, just like to damage, but just to hurt, and it stings. And he just gives you a look. What do you say?
Pay attention.
You've got to read this.
I just turn around and walk away.
All right, Carty, you start paying attention, or you keep going back to your smut book?
I'm going back to my book.
All right, Hadley, you start walking the perimeter. About 15 minutes later, you come back around, and there's Takar once again reading the smut book.
Togar, it's really enough. This has to stop.
No, you're asleep. You don't know this.
Ah.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yep. So it's just old Takar and Hadlin. Hadlin, you come back around, and there's Takar pretending to pull duty, and he's reading his book again. He's really reading this book. You do anything this time, Hadlin? Corinth? If you're talking, you are mute.
You're on mute, Corinth. If you're saying
No. I was trying to decide what I'm drawn to do.
He accepts me for who I am because we are an accepting group.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna smack him in the back of the leg again.
All right, so
There we go.
you are reading your book. I mean, you're getting.
There's not patience
You're
on
in
my
this
character
chapter
sheet.
number 2, and man, it's really starting to get interesting. And all of a sudden, you get smacked right in the back of the leg. I mean,
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Hadlin, and I'm going to berate him for his short stature and lack of foresight into this fine literature piece that I am ingesting.
All right, because you're not paying attention and reading the smut book, I'm going to give you advantage on the saving throws on this, Adeline. Your mind is on smut, but he turns around and goes.
What do I need to roll?
What's the save on your spell? First, I need your DC, and what's the actual spell save against Vicious Mockery?
The save is Wisdom 14.
Okay, so make two saves. You have advantage on this, Adeline.
Oh my God, are you serious?
The first one.
You.
Go roll
fucking
again
dwarf.
just to see. I'm just curious. You have advantage, so just see if you get a natural 20. No. Okay, so the first one was good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so you feel the sting. You turn around. You're like, and Hadlin just stares at you like if you have a penis growing out of your forehead, and gives you a look. And actually, if you would like to intimidate Hadlin, I would actually give you advantage on intimidation at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
He turned around and it did that, and I'm just going to.
You just see him plant his axe in the ground, and just his brows furrow, and kind of So, roll with advantage.
Yeah, I'm actually not very good at intimidation.
No, that's why I gave you
I should
advantage
be.
because it's a situation where, well, if you would like to
Not
be
very good.
Yeah, so if you would like to not be intimidated, make a charisma saving throw there, Takar. Jesus.
Oh God!
Wow.
Oh, God. How the fuck do I do that? Then go ahead.
If there was anything that was meant for you to be intimidated, like that
Normally,
was the
tie
sign.
goes to the person being cast against, but since you rolled a frickin' 2 and he had a -1, you're not intimidated in the sense that you back down, but in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, maybe I should just do. You don't show this, but in the back of your mind, you're kind of thinking, maybe I should put the book away.
Yeah, no, I'll put the book away.
You look tough, but you're still you're like staring at him like, arr! You put the book away, and as you did a Vicious Mockery, and then you just start looking out like all pissed off because your smut reading has been interrupted.
No, I'm fine. I already finished.
For the day, for the night. Okay, so you're into the early pages of chapter 2. It's starting to get good. I'm assuming you guys don't talk to each other after that.
No, that would be the extent of our conversations. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I hit my mic. All right. So you guys are woken up by those two. It's early morning. You guys have a breakfast. Real quick, it's simple breakfast. You do have bread. Bread will last for about a week. It's the kind of bread that it's made for traveling. But you have some cheese and you have apples and some other vegetables that are easily able to be eaten. And so you guys drink some water and have some stuff, and you guys get back on the road at your normal pace. If there are any conversations during the day that you guys want to have, we've got... I'm sorry. Make an animal handling check there, Alanith.
I'm going to draw card number 2, by the way, Ranger.
Okay. Draw your card. Tell me what you get. You do a good job, Alanith. That's a great job. You easily are handling these horses.
I got anger.
Yeah, for some reason, when you look at this, the card redemption, you don't really know. Maybe sometimes the cards are for maybe.
Well, it's actually the redemption. Just to clarify that one, that is one that actually has an illustration on there, and there's actually an illustration of the Raven Queen on that one.
Right, but you don't know.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what it means. Yes.
Right. So that's what I was going to get at. So it could be something coming down the line. You don't know for sure. You just know that redemption's somewhere part of this redemption. You keep that in the back of your mind, right? You may want to write that down, redemption, right? Every time you pull a card, you kind of keep track of it, right, in your mind. And this time you keep it on paper. But what was the one you drew? Anger?
Anger.
Yeah. Again, not sure. You don't know if it could be referring to something in the past, or it could be something coming up in the future.
Yep.
Actually, I'll just say this was one in the past.
Yeah, Hadalin and
yeah,
they're giving each other dirty. You guys do see Togar and Hadalin are kind of giving each other dirty looks in the morning.
Just as we're packing up the camp, I'll look at Asher and say, "I'll show you a trick. It'll help a little bit with sleeping on the ground." And what I'll do is I'll let her see that I had a woolen blanket laid out. It looks like it's very much puffed up a good foot. And I'll flip it over and I'll show her all the cut, dried grass that I had piled in there and made kind of a nice-sized mattress. I'll say, it takes a little work, and you're a bit taller than I am, so you probably need a longer mattress than this, but it does help to go and take some of the roughness of the earth out when you try to sleep on it. But that's why I grabbed a bunch of the extra blankets. So feel free to take one or two if you need. Make yourself a little bit of a mattress every night. Should help you.
Very kind of you, sir. I appreciate it greatly.
No problem. I'll shake all the dead grass out of my blanket.
Yeah, you do that. All right.
I'll walk over to Hadalin.
Okay.
Who seems to be angry, especially after I get that card.
Yep, and so is you noticed the card too. They're both a little grumpy.
Yeah, but I don't. Togar has been a whirlwind of emotion since I saw him.
Right,
Hadalin has not.
Different. Yes.
So Hadalin is a little bit more concerning. So
a little bit, yeah, a little bit more, yeah.
Hadalin, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
You seem a little bit upset.
Annoyed. That'd probably be the better word. Annoyed.
What happened? Why are you annoyed?
I'll get over it. No need to, whine about it to you.
Okay.
If it happens again, though, then I might.
Okay.
Sorry.
That is fair. Whenever you're ready, let me know when you are ready. Tell me how to use the longsword too. I know we're traveling right now. I don't.
Okay,
know
we'll
if this
say
is
in
a
the
good
morning.
time,
Okay, well, actually, we'll say in the morning. You can give a lesson if you want to, if you remember, Hadalin. It'll be on both of you to remind me every day.
I will. As long as
you have to.
That's why I talk to Hadalin first. If he seems visibly upset, I will probably not ask him. So I'm asking him now.
Yeah, you would say that before, after breakfast to get your morning workout in. It's up to you, Hadalin, if you want to give him a lesson.
That'll probably help. I can probably smack you around a little bit, make you feel
Well,
better.
you figure that he's got to get the basics first, so you just get him to try to make a strength check there, old Balin.
Okay. Just a regular strength check?
Just a regular old strength check. You cannot hold this sword up for more than a few seconds. It is heavy as hell, and you're not used to the weight. So, your first thing you do, Hadlin, is you make him get into the proper stance and just hold the sword like this and just moving it up and down. He can barely do it. So you see that there's going to be, he needs some strength exercises first, probably some good old push-ups and stuff before he even touches the sword.
All right, so I'll tell him.
Right, so my character's standing over there laughing while this is happening.
I think you're just going to need to bulk up a little bit. I think every time after you use the restroom, do about 20 push-ups. That's how you start building up your strength and stamina over and over again. Start with that.
Very well.
I don't know if that's true. He's just talking.
I am not used to using this kind of weapon or this sword.
I would say
The
from
sword
your
is a lot bigger
background,
than the one I'm used to.
I would say in your background, Adeline, you would say you try to make him hold them up and count out loud.
Okay.
This time he can barely do it for 3 seconds, and after he does that, you make him do 20 push-ups. Make another strength check, Finn.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
You get
Come
about
on,
10
Private
and about feel like you're going to throw up and die. He's struggling past 10. He can't even do it. He's like, he just collapses to the ground. And then you kind of bark at him a little bit, but he gets the other 10 in. And then he stands back up and lifts the sword and it drops and you kind of rinse and repeat. Your arms are jello after this point. You have disadvantage on writing or just doing anything.
Yeah.
We might need to work on a short sword instead for you, but we'll keep this for now. But
Well, I mean, like, seriously, I was able to pick up a longsword like that when I was 4.
I believe I can handle a short sword. Well,
You were probably
my
also
own
6
sword.
foot at 4.
Somebody give the sorcerer a
Minor
butter knife, and let's
technicalities.
be okay with it.
Dramzel, we are supposed to be training him. Maybe you should help.
Drum, what do you think to say to that? You're
Well,
muted.
I'd say the gauntlet's been thrown.
All right. Drum, what do you do?
Well, let's look at how he's holding the weapon at first.
He's got the proper stance. You can tell Hadlin knows what he's talking about because he's got him in a good stance. He just can't hold the sword up for long periods of time. He just doesn't have the upper body strength to handle a
He's
weapon
got
like
limp
this.
wrists.
No, it's not about
You
limp
mind if I,
wrists. It's
I
about,
show him
like,
a little bit of
literally
stuff
not
that I
having the
have in-
strength, the upper body to hold the sword up for long.
I mean, if you hold it closer to your body, like right here, you hold it up a little bit better. So
Okay,
try
hold it. You try to hold it closer to your body and a little bit closer to you, Balin. Make another strength check. Let's see how this works out for you.
Oh Jesus!
You hold
God.
it like about right here, and it just
Ow.
goes kink right in your head, and kind of hits you in the eye. It's not sharp, so it doesn't do any damage. But
Well,
it's a
watch
little
out,
sting.
So that's not going to work, so I'm going to, here, put
You're
this
like
back
a
in the
less,
scabbard.
less buff version
So,
of
yeah.
Martha Stewart.
Are there any baskets or stuff in the carriage?
There's actually some there's water jugs and stuff like that.
Right, I go grab 2 of them. I bring them over him.
They're big.
Lift those a couple times.
They're big.
Okay, then I grab just 1.
Right. So even one is big. Even for you, that's a big barrel. It's for waters for the long journey. If you're
Well,
trying to have him
shit.
carry something, you look over and you see a rock about yay big, and you lift it up. And I'm not even gonna have you because you're like, all right, that's about 15 pounds, and you can give it to him. What do you want him to do?
I want you to go ahead and just lift this a bunch of times every morning, or get those muscles growing. Because
All right. So you got Hadlin doing push-ups
you don't
with
got
you.
any.
Yeah, you got Hadlin making you do push-ups every time you pee and every time you drop the sword, and then now you got Dromzel who says, when does he have to do that? Every morning too?
Sure.
All right.
He's
So
in
put in your
trouble.
inventory, Balin. Large rock, 15 pounds.
Large rock. Okay.
I feel like I've seen that in a Peanut special.
So Drums, okay.
I mean, talk about the.
So Drums,
the
you go over and
couple
put the rock in front of Balin. Balin, try to pick up the rock and see what you can do. If you can lift it up. Make a
What is
strength
this?
check.
Another
Yeah,
strength?
check.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, he struggles. He just gets that anime, boost where he's like, everyone's now really staring at him, and he's like, and he finally lifts it up, and then it just collapses and drops out of his hand. So he did one.
Well, that's good. That's good. You might want to watch out about that vein popping up, though. That could be a bad thing.
This is so much easier when you can use magic.
Yeah, but you won't always be able to talk to cast that magic.
I don't
have
need to
the
talk.
time to cast that magic.
I don't always need to talk to cast my magic.
So why do you want to wave heavy sword around with your arms?
My regular sword doesn't just... I feel like I need an actual sword. My other sword doesn't really seem to do it.
I mean, if you really want to use the magic way, you could, I don't know, use one of these, and you see the tattoos on his arm glow green, and a freaking spectral greatsword appears in his hand.
You kind of know what this is, Balin. You're familiar with magic enough to know that, but that's not what you're looking for. You actually want to be wielding an actual sword.
Oh, I know. Because I look at him and say, yeah, I have something similar to that too, and I will pop out my left hand, and you will see shadows come out from underneath the glove, and then come out into his hand and form effectively a short sword made completely of shadow that I'm now holding. And I'll just say, this one I can use, but this one isn't real.
See, here's the funny part, though. My character lets go of the greatsword and just hovers there while he goes, "Oh, that's a nice trick," and it's just hovering there.
Oh, mine does tricks too, and I will throw the sword off into the distance. You'll see the shadow blade just go far away, and then just poof and appear right back into my hand.
Oh, nice. Mine can do that too.
But this one isn't. Hey, this one just doesn't feel the same
I
as a
look
regular
at my sword and
sword.
say, "Okay, boy, go fetch." And it goes. Zoom.
Can I cast? I have a second level spell slot open. Can I cast suggestion on my boy Balloon?
Yeah.
Give him some amazing fucking sword handling skills. Can I inspire him?
You can
to
inspire
be
him.
Emilio Montoya.
All right.
You killed my father. Prepared to die.
All right. You hear all of a sudden Tagar give this nice little rah-rah little thing he says over to Balin, and Tagar's encouraging him to try to lift the sword again. So try to lift the sword again.
Okay. I will let go.
You've already done the rocks. Rock's on the ground. The rock's been on the ground.
No, the shadow blade. So I'm
right,
gonna
so you get rid of the
break
shadow
the
blade.
concentration on that, so the shadow blade will go away, and I will try to pick up the sword again with what is the inspiration? It's a D6.
D4.
1d6.
Is it D6?
Is D6 1d6?
Okay. So.
Oh my God! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow,
Okay,
even
you
with the
see
cheerleader.
Balin
seriously.
go, hey!
God.
And the
Oh my
sword, he lifts it up, and it goes flying over his head. Round and round in the air it goes.
That one does not return to my hand
And
like
then
my other one.
you hear, whoo, 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 and then you hear one of the horses go, and you guys go behind you. It's just a sword. Somehow it slapped up one of the horses' asses, and it's jumping up and down. Alan, try to make a animal handling check to calm the horse. It just got struck in the ass with a sword.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah, you
That's
were
a
able to do it. I mean,
perfect
the both of them start rearing it. You're like, oh! The wagon starts working around, and Alan is holding it, but the wagon moves a little bit because it still jerks the cart. I mean, you get jerked,
I told you, me and horses do not get along.
Chat. I blame Finn. I blame Finn.
That was an F. That was an F roll if there ever was.
That's definitely an F. I'm gonna go over and put sword out. And...
It's not stuck in the horse. It just flew in the air. It doesn't have any.
Oh,
It's not
in it?
sharp.
Okay,
It's
I
not
thought
sharp.
It
just
spanked
slapped it
right?
on the ass, and then it just startled it, and it was like it started bolting. But luckily, Alanith, with her strength and her skill, was able to rear the horsey in before it could take her and the other horse and the wagon off for a nice little jaunt.
I'm also a little pissed.
Yeah, you see Alan.
I am sorry.
Give you a look.
My bad.
And, to be honest, the look that Ashira's dog is giving her right now is pretty much the look that I'm giving you. Like, seriously?
Well,
this is
Balin
why I
use-
need the training.
Yeah, so he didn't use the rosin. This is what happens.
This is why I need the training. My sword, it seems a little bit too simple.
And that's the understatement of the century.
All right. So we'll say after all that, you guys load up and
Probably best I stop for the
yeah,
morning.
you guys have stopped for the morning. Your arms hurt really bad, Balin.
I fucking wasted a bardic inspiration on your ass.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Oh,
Once
but-
he rolled the natural one, it was done.
Oh,
deal.
not to mention, Balloon, don't forget the rock. And I tossed it to him.
Yeah, I'm adding big 15
No, he
pound
took the
rock
rock
in my
with him.
inventory.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you
okay,
put the
well.
rock in the back of the thing. So it's a big 15-pound rock that you can use every morning. You have to remind me, and if you do, we'll keep the training going and stuff. All right, for the rest of the day, you guys make your journey. Does anybody want to have a conversation with anybody else on this journey in the daytime?
I'll just the entire time that we're going, I'll just sit there. And I'll be twirling my dagger in my fingers, just
Okay.
smiling and battling the whole time. Then cut into an apple a few times.
All
just
right.
keep flipping it around.
Balin, you just want to die because you're in a lot of pain right now because your chest, your arms are just on fire.
Real swords are a lot tougher.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on Balin.
He's not really damaged. It doesn't really.
I
do
didn't take
anything.
any damage.
Yeah, he's not really.
Just heal his ego.
Yeah, you heal
Yeah.
his ego, but it doesn't really do anything because he's not.
It's like when
really-
your muscles are weak, like you're not damaged or anything. You just it's you can still do everything. It just feels like a little bit weaker. But I have a 0 strength anyways.
Yeah.
do any of the followers of the Raven Queen have any other insights as to why we might be traveling the way we are, or what we are going to do?
Do you ask that out loud?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can ask.
Well, weren't you there for when
What do we
she
roll?
explained
Do we
it to
roll
us?
History? Do we get to roll investigation?
No. You guys don't really know why you're being sent on this mission, but I mean, your backgrounds are different, and you have different purposes and different reasons for why you do the things you do and why you're with the Raven Queen, right? But Satal, when she gives a mission, you do it, right? She's the reason why she's in the position that she's in. I mean, she's one of the higher ranking, if not one of the highest ranking members of the Church of the Raven Queen. She didn't get that way, without certain reasons that we'll get into later on. But she has a purpose there. Something's there. She doesn't like it. You work for her, and that's why she's sending you. And that's all you really need to know. You don't really, as followers of the Raven Queen, and her being the epitome, the antithesis of what that means, you follow what she says. She's at least earned that much respect because of her position to you guys, especially to you, Dron, because I mean she raised you for Christ's sakes.
She tells us to do it, we do it.
I will be reading the alchemy book then during the cart ride.
Yeah, it's really hard because you are hurting.
Yeah, so I imagine I'll only get like half. Or something.
You only get like a couple pages, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
I will attempt to read.
You attempt to read, and it's like, oh boy,
Yeah.
oh boy, oh boy. You're not happy at the moment. You're just sitting there with your arms like, oh.
And for the record, I had the 15-pound rock in my inventory, but I'm gonna leave it in the cart.
Yeah, it's in the
I'm not
cart.
gonna actually
yeah, I
like,
just say
keep it in my backpack.
that's Balin's rock. If you want to put
Yes.
Balin's name on it, you can, and paint that name on there. So.
I will actually. So I'll take my hand and I will cast mold earth on it, and actually create the engraving of it saying Balin's weight
Oh,
on
yeah, you
there.
can usually do that,
And then
yeah.
I'll take the ink and fill it in so that after the hour, the ink stays there.
Well, the way
but
you cut the rock, you don't need to add the ink because it's pretty. Because
well, it only lasts for an hour. That's why. So I'm putting the ink there.
Oh,
so
you're
after
putting the ink
hour,
there.
it comes back, but the ink.
Well,
is still
yeah.
there.
I mean, you can paint it on there. It's really you don't really need.
Well, I know,
to
but
do
I
it.
want it in a specific
Though-
way that's easier with
Okay,
the mold.
so
curve.
Though actually, I think he should carry it around in his bag because fighting also uses your legs, so you'll need to work those up too.
I really want this thing to look like Wilson in volleyball.
He puts a little face on it. Wilson. All right. Any conversations for the second day?
Just small talk.
Anybody want to have talk to anybody else?
Nah, let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually.
I want to
so
do something as well.
yeah, go ahead. You go first, bro.
I want to actually, as we were going along, looking for like keeping my eye out for reagents, for spells and stuff.
Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Ooh, disadvantage, huh? Okay.
We'll make an investigation check first.
This is gonna be hilarious. No.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, you don't really find anything.
I'm actually gonna do something similar. So in the alchemy book, right? Just going back to the original healing potion, it had the list of herbs and stuff.
Yeah, but
while she's riding the cart, I'm going to
driving
ask
the cart.
Elena.
She's not riding the
Driving
cart.
it.
She's
yeah,
driving
sorry,
it. Yeah,
she's driving it. I'm gonna go to
automobile.
Riding
on my cart, my GTO.
It's not a go-kart, it's a horse cart. Got
Yes.
it. So I will ask Allie, if you have a second, this book lists some of the herbs that are needed for the potions. Are you familiar with any of these? And I'll just kind of read off some of the names of the herbs that I would need for more potions.
Make an intelligence check for me, Allie. No idea what he's talking about.
Okay. Well, it was worth
we're
a
all
shot.
rolling
She
real-
does know what you're talking about, but she has no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because you start listening, she's like, I'm sure that's out there in the wild, but as far as she's concerned, it's like,
yeah.
You're
She knows
talking
that I'm asking about herbs, but is not familiar with those herbs.
the names
as
of
I'm
what you're
naming
talking
them.
about. She's
as
like,
I'm naming them.
yeah,
right.
she's
Okay.
like,
or she's just
or maybe she's ignoring
accommodating
you.
like
yeah, sure, I'll look for that. Yeah.
I actually don't know them from a book, but I know them well.
You
I
think
just
maybe
might able
you've,
to help you.
yeah, and around Sadesh, you're not going to find a bunch of stuff. Maybe when you get closer on the north to Hopperduke, you may be able to find a couple things, because and especially when you get near the turn for Felderwin, you know that there's a swamp area. Maybe you can find maybe one or two items if you know what he's looking for. You can do some survival check and see that, but you're a little bit more cautious about that area because there's a lot of nasty critters running around the swamp there. Although you won't be actually in the swamp, you're like, I don't know about that. You're not, the Labenda swamp is not something you want to be farting around with. A lot of nasty, just not even animals, but plants and stuff. It's not good. So you're not going to venture too far in there to find something. But you know that in a lot of the swamp areas, you find some really good shit in the middle there. Problem is, there's a lot of dangerous shit in there that will make it almost not worth it unless you're really crazy.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you for at least trying.
All right. All right. Anybody else? Talk? Yes? No?
That was it for me.
Okay. You guys go another additional 20 miles. I'll ping you where you're at on the map. You're about, I don't know, about right there somewhere around that area. You see there's some small little, more than bigger foothills. Maybe small little mountain range. Looks more like little hills more than anything. They're somewhat sizable, but off to your right. Who wants to make the check for the campsite?
What kind of check is it?
It is a perception check. See if we can find a good spot.
I could do that.
All right there, Reed. You're picking the camp spot tonight there, laddie.
Come on, we won. Come on.
Well, you think it's a great spot, but it's a little lumpy and stuff as you guys pull off. Reed's like, this is it. This is the spot. This is a great spot. Just trust me. I know what I'm talking about. You guys look at the spot. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not great.
What the hell is this shit?
I start stuffing my mattress. It looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Can I throw another check? Can I find something?
No, you
better?
cannot.
Oh Jesus!
You abdicated your responsibility to the one person, and it was Reed. So therefore, you trust Reed's judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're like, I guess we're going to listen to Reed, but man, this site's okay, but it's not great.
This halfling's got half an answer.
Well, it looks like I'll be sleeping in the cot tonight.
Well, that's if what's her name wants to let you, because that's where she's sleeping.
Mhm.
There's room for 2 there, so that's up to sure,
doggy.
Asher if she wants to let you sleep in there with her, and you're kind of big.
Oh, we'll just make sure to take separate watches then.
No, you will eventually both be sleeping at the same time in there. That's up to you. You guys work it out. There's room for 2 normal-sized people or 1 giant, big you. Alt smash.
I'm gonna, since the ground is a little bit like lumpy, I'm gonna use mold earth, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move kind of like 1 square of dirt and loosen it to kind of make it like loose, soft dirt, and do it in another square. So in total, it's kind of like a 5x10 thing, and I'm gonna.
Well, I will say that the area that you guys pulled off in, it's not very rocky. It's just the terrain he picked was a little uneven. But it's grassland, so it's slow vegetation. It's not like you're sleeping on rocks. It's dirt, but I mean, if you want to smooth out the
I'm
dirt,
gonna make a bed of soft dirt, basically.
Yeah,
is what I'm doing. So
you
instead
do
of
that.
it packed,
You- yeah,
I'm gonna pull
you
it
do-
up
you
and
do it
loosen
easily.
it and
That's
do
not
that.
a
So I have a 5x10 bed of soft dirt.
Well, I'd hate to have to interrupt you guys, but the gods have spoken. Cold Flame is subscribed again at tier 1.
Oh,
Thank you, Cold Flame.
Well, look
Thank
at
you,
that.
Cold Flame.
Thank you for the sub there, laddie. All right, all right. So you guys same watch as before? Or do you guys want to mix it up?
All
right. So
I'll look to sign on with Hadlin.
you're gonna do with Hadlin?
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna do with Hadlin? But what watch are you guys gonna take?
You want to take first or last, Hadlin?
First sounds good.
Hadlin and I will take first watch.
Okay. Who's gonna take second watch?
I'll do second watch.
Okay.
Balloon, you want to do second watch with me?
Sure. I'll do second watch with Togar.
Spellcasters.
I'll go ahead and take the third one again.
All right. And that leaves the ladies for the last one. Okie dokie. All right. Hadlin and Reed, make perception checks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Hadlin, you see Reed, he seems preoccupied with something. He's doing his watch, but he doesn't seem like there's a lot of shit on his mind, which you kind of picked up on. No, he did not get your goddamn book. Get that shit out of here.
Reed, did you have your second supper? You seem to be a little bit distraught or something.
Oh, 1 supper, no second lunch, no second breakfast, no brunch. It's been a rough day.
Yeah, maybe you should scarf down some jerky or something. Help you focus.
I've been snacking on stuff, but I think more just what do you think of this whole thing?
Healthy.
Well, I would hope we would have had a little bit more information to go on, but
that's always good.
Yeah, I haven't really seen everybody have a great interest in what's going on either, so it's kind of hard to think about it a bit.
I mean, on top of that, you figure that if any of this does get rough,
Aye.
I mean, a big fella looks like he can hold his own. The sheriff seems alright. Alan, let's face it, nobody in their right mind carries a longbow unless they know how to use it. Your new apprentice there, I think it's the first time I've seen a man like him try to use a longsword. That seems to be going swimmingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping this don't get rough.
Yes, I believe it will be quite troubling if it does go that way. We shall see when it eventually does. We know it will.
If it does, you and I done this a few times before. It's back to back, and we do what we can. But be interesting, that's for sure. Be nice to go back to Humperdinck, but we're getting close to home, you know.
Yeah, you are not too far off from there. I mean, another 10 days travel, you guys would be up in the north parts of the world where you guys are from.
Suppose we could probably lay up a night. Family farm.
I hadn't even thought of that, to be honest.
Be good to see what sort of progress has been made on the rebuild. I mean, certain when I left, I wasn't thinking that much around, but just sort of gave all of the money I had toward it. Told him just rebuild, I'll be back. So maybe he's done something.
I hope so.
I'll find out. Sorry if I'm distracted on the watch. I know that I kind of gathered that your watch last night luckily went uneventful, but your partner on that was preoccupied.
To say the least.
Well, so am I tonight, unfortunately, but there's other things in my mind.
Yeah. Yours was not of your choice.
Sandwiches.
What? Did you hear that? It's the sandwich fairy.
Demogorgon.
Poupon. Great Poupon.
Pardon me, have you any mustard?
Demogorgon from the abyss. Oh, I got
condiments have to
I
wait
got
until
mustard
episode
for you right here.
Oh. Someday we'll meet a warlock that may have made a devil deal with mustard. Infinite mustard as a cat.
All right. Anything else you guys discuss?
You can cast mustard just like Drums will cast guidance.
Yeah.
Mustard.
Yeah, next level I'll make sure to take the spell create mustard.
It's in Xanathar's guide, I think. It's...
All right. I think we're done there.
All right. Who's got the next shift?
That would be myself and Togar.
All right, you guys make perception checks.
Perception. Not awesome.
Yeah, you guys actually, I think you kind of learned your lesson. Togar's actually doing pretty well with paying attention, not reading this. You're not reading your book, and
you can't read it twice.
Well, no, but if you want, you're actually paying attention. Balin, you're doing a great job too. You guys want to talk? If not, we'll move on to the next one.
No, I'm not saying anything, actually.
All right, so quietly, you guys, in the night, nothing really happens. You guys pull your shift, and then, Drum, it's your turn.
Well, you know the routine. I'm going to use guidance.
Yeah, do your deal.
Might end up needing it.
15. Yeah, you do a pretty decent job. You don't see anything. Quiet night. Nothing really going on. Nothing of significance happening. So, yeah.
Yay, another boring night.
All right, and then the ladies. You are woken up by Drom, who goes to sleep immediately and starts snoring. And so, ladies, make a check for me, please.
Oh wait, perception check. What are we?
Yes, please, perception.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Row.
All right. Do you guys talk again?
I think I'm going to pull out I would like to play a small instrument and maybe do a dance for Astro.
You cannot do that when you're. I mean, you can, but then I would have given you disadvantage on the perception check because you can't be perceptive and play a song and do a little jig.
Well, I see.
Plus, the noise probably would wake everybody up.
What the hell is going on? Are we being attacked?
Mustard sandwiches.
Okay. Apologies. Astro, would you like to chit chat?
You're muted, babe.
I didn't realize that. I actually would. I have a question for you.
Sorry, that's.
Of course.
I heard Togar, he called you Ali. Is this okay to call you?
Oh, of course. Only for close friends and Togar.
Well, then I will take that as a compliment.
It will be well received.
Thank you.
Most welcome. I'm going to be looking around. And I think I'm supposed to stay quiet from here on out.
All right, as you're talking with Ash, when you guys are having your little conversation, Ashir, you're not really paying attention. You're kind of bored. You're just like, it's early morning. God, we're on the road. Sleeping on wood. So you're not really paying attention. You're more paying attention, Alaneth, but you kind of get a little distracted from that when Ashir's. You guys start talking for a quick second, and it is at this point you hear this, Alaneth. You do not, Ashira. You hear a, and just then you see a bolt hit Asher right in the shoulder, and square in the shoulder, turning her a little bit, and that's where we're going to end the night's episode.
Dun dun dun.
No.
So we will stop it there.
We're just getting to combat. Oh my god. I want to do combat.
Tough.
Will
Kitty,
Ashira
kitty,
die
kitty.
from her wounds? Will the party survive the next encounter? Tune in next week.
Will we get mustard on Reed's sandwich?
Will Johnny find a small child that likes him?
Look for some small children. Why are you looking for a bunch of
I
small?
just wanted to find somebody my height. to
No,
talk
actually, that's smart in a town like that. Kids know everything.
The kids know everything. You got like the street tough kids, which actually worked out well.
Can I help her at all?
Most of
No, you have to wait till next week.
Dang.
You got a week to plan out what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. I fire my bow into the darkness.
There's nothing there. There's nothing out there. I'm attacking the darkness.
Oh, I praise the halfling pedo.
No pedos here. God damn it.
God, how many? Every morning I'm gonna have freaking strength checks now that are just gonna be horrendous with my +0.
And the DC
like
is
the
going to
worst
keep going
longsword.
up and up and up.
I know. I am like the worst longsword apprentice. This is gonna be magical.
Eventually, they'll have the two of us go and fight with longsword, which ought to be hysterical.
And the funniest thing is he didn't even do an insight check to see if I was
Screwing with them?
screwing with them.
Nope. I would not doubt you, being that you are an acolyte of the Raven Queen. Yeah, nope. Your job is to train me, so I would imagine if you F with me, that's more of a thing with the Raven Queen that you'll have to deal with.
Not really.
No, well, more with the archpriestess. Not really the
if
raven.
you mess with if you mess with her, I mean, she's turning into.
Well,
a
no,
mage.
if the archpriestess told Dromzel to train me and he's just effing with me, like I figured he wouldn't do that. So he could,
We'll
but
find out.
You don't know.
what I am guessing
Yeah,
as
you don't know.
Balin is So yeah,
All
I
right.
am trusting you that the boulder thing is real.
It'll work.
Push-ups after bathrooms and boulders in the morning.
I can't see Dromsel going back. Going, but Mom, I don't want to train the weakling.
All right, so with that one, we're going to call this one done. If you guys like this, subscribe over here on Twitch. Very much appreciated, all the support and everything. We're going to wrap this one up. We'll be back next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, to continue the journey and the Wildemount
We
campaign.
start out with our first combat.
Yay! And the Eighth Minstrels. So, spread the word. Hope you guys enjoying that. Leave comments if you'd like. It's more than welcome. So with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the lovely crew, have a great rest of your weekend. There will be no D&D tomorrow because old Ranger J 1999 is going to be tired. I'm already tired. I've been painting all day. On top of doing a shit ton of streams, I painted for the entire day. So I'm a little high from the paint fumes.
Oh, quit whining, you pansy.
Grim.
You only stream like 6 times a day, right?
I'm joking.
Don't make me kill
No,
your
I know the
character.
exact feeling I've.
Why does Dromzo
myself.
suddenly get blinded by mustard in the middle of combat?
Why does he turn to mustard? Why did he turn to mustard in the middle of combat? Oh, who knows?
Why am I now suddenly taller than Dromsel? Never seen a 3-foot orc.
Or a 6-foot halfling.
He's doing a Munchkin voice. I'll get you guys. All right,
Aren't
you
you
got.
born at 4 foot?
Yeah. All right.
Right, so I'll make sure to pick up a helium tank next week.
All right, everyone have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will holler at you guys later. Peace out.